Alright, we're live. They heard all that. Good luck.
I hate that.
Hello! Hello, everybody! Welcome to Chronicles of the Grand Nation, The Silent War, episode 27. Last episode was a bit stressful, but, we've all made it through. For now.
Just a tiny bit. It's just a little stressful.
Let's move on with the introductions. To Sarah, please introduce yourself and your character.
Hi, I'm Anna. I play Tessera. She likes rocks, and that's pretty cool. Earth Genasi, Genie Warlock, which makes for very fun situations for all involved.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I thought Tess was gonna be like, she likes rocks, and that's about it.
I mean,
nothing else important has happened with her the whole time. Harbinger. Batting issues.
Stop.
You're one to talk, man. You're one to talk, man. You're one to talk about daddy issues.
I've owned it up. Tessera keeps pretending.
Zelina, please introduce yourself and your character.
Greetings and salutations, it is I, the wonderful Momo Jones. I play Zelina, the charismatic bard block, at your service.
Hi, I'm Dylan, I play Muffin. Thank you so much for watching. And now that the girls have gone, the most important part of the party. Breenick, please introduce yourself and your character.
I will not introduce myself. Instead, Emily, this one is specifically for you. What is the name of the device that the king uses to control the moat around his castle? Emily, say what? I'll stay
your
here.
mom?
No. A remote control.
Van, please introduce yourself and your character.
Hi, I'm Van. I'm also Mike. That's Drezel. I'm currently apparently in the lead for the death pool of dying. Don't
Emily,
worry,
would you like
I'll
to
be
introduce
forgotten.
yourself?
No problem.
Hey, it's Van.
Don't worry, I'll be forgotten.
Emily, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, I am Emily. I am the DM of this campaign. I'm putting up a poll right now for our chat, so we're gonna have a fun little poll.
Oh, what is it?
Is it a death poll?
It's a death poll. It's a death poll.
Oh,
Is what it
goodness.
is. This is what we're talking about. Yep.
Don't do that.
Well, I have 2 charges of wild shapes, motherfuckers, so let's go. Technically 1.
Yeah. Death by 1,000 hits.
Yeah, I think, I just want to quickly do a quick shout out to our lovely, the lovely people that has helped us make this campaign. Angela, for making the incredible art you've been seeing throughout this entire campaign. And Tom, for the music you've been hearing throughout this incredible campaign. Mo, do we have any merch updates?
Oh, well, yes, we do have some lovely merch. For those people who love accessories for their telephones or their cell phones, we have the new line of It's Demir and It's Not Demir. Got it?
I hate that. I hate that.
Oh my
God.
It's
I'm going to
hilarious.
check it out right now. Get the fuck out of here.
I see that it's actually a thing. Angela even
Anna.
did the art for it.
Anna, do you have any social media updates?
Oh, goodness. Do make sure that you are following us on all of our social media, here on Twitch, on X, on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube. Come and join our Discord. We'd love to have you. You know, you get all of our announcements, you know, to remind you when we go live. On Mondays, obviously, we're streaming our campaign. On Fridays, there's Hub Chat. And, you know, you kind of get the inside scoop on all the things in between.
You know, Anna, we did this last time, and I wrongfully gave it to Mo to explain, but how would people go check out our merch website?
Of course. So, through our social media, you will find our lovely link tree. For example, on Instagram, it is in our bio, I believe. In our Discord, it is under our links. And going through our link tree, you'll be able to find all of our social media as well as our merch store. To check out all of the lovely things up there.
Yeah. Unless there's any more announcements, I think we're good to pass it over to you, Emily.
All right, perfect. Also, I know we posted it on social media yesterday, but I want to say it again in chat. Happy birthday to our wonderful artist, Angela. She's done a lot for our, she did a lot for our channel. She works very hard. So I want to make sure she gets a big old happy birthday.
You all need to know that she is just as big a fan as you guys with this show.
Yep.
The amount of NSFW that I have received from that woman.
Only a
It's
fan
beautiful.
could do that.
Only a fan. It's gonna be But we are here to play D&D. So we're going to jump right into it. As our lovely deep gnome had described, you were in a precarious situation, facing down Demedicus in his chamber where he was awakened. Let me do. This was what you're playing. So, you were in the midst of fighting. Van had gone down, but recently got back up from Muffin. Brehik, who was holding his moonbeam, had lost concentration. Zelina out of spell slots. Tess backed into a corner. So, we're going to start initiative. And you guys can continue to try and prevail. Or take your chances and maybe try to escape. We start at the top of initiative. Same initiative. So, we start with Zelina.
Well, I think we stayed out of luck here. We should probably try to regroup. You guys go that way, as I'm doing the bonus action compulsion, to make the people go north once again, that way. And then I'm using my action to disengage.
Good.
And that is my turn.
Alright. So you start to flee.
Now, how does that
am
happen on
retreating.
their turn? Oh, sorry.
Yes, they leave on their turn.
Okay, gotcha.
Brehik.
Brehik is going to hold an action to disengage and run his full feet of movement once everybody else is safe.
So, unfortunately, you can only hold an action. You can't hold a movement. So you can hold an action to dash, which would trigger the movement. But you can't do both.
I will do that one.
So you'll take attack of opportunity then.
Yep.
Okay. This cultist, who is a bit bloodied, sees Zelina trying to run. They will try and go after you. Now, even though, so for our viewers' sake, if you can get your tokens to this line here, the first line within the dungeon, we will enter a skill challenge for you to flee the dungeon.
Question.
Just because, yes.
Do we have to be there at the start of the turn, or as soon as everyone is there, we are entering the skill challenge?
As soon as everyone is there.
Awesome. That's a lot better.
So, even though you guys are in this, so like Zelina, you are technically 5 feet off the board because you were here. Or no, you moved. Yeah, you're 5 feet off the board technically. this cultist would still be able to run up to you to swing at you.
He can try.
He can try. With a nat 1, I don't think that's gonna hit.
Ooh.
This cultist who is still charmed?
He has to
Yes.
move the direction and then make a save.
No, I don't think it's. I think he's still.
Well, she used her
Yeah,
bonus
because
action. to
I used my
compulsion.
bonus action to do compulsion to make him.
Oh, okay, and you did
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yes, a bonus action. I said, hey, go
Okay.
that way north, and then I used my action to disengage and walked away.
Gotcha.
And then
Okay.
they make
And
a
then he makes
save
a
at
wisdom
the end.
save.
Yeah.
What's your DC?
Over 9,000. 15.
All right, so this one does pass with a 17.
That's fine, but at least he's over there.
Yes, he is. Van Nuth.
He will use half movement to stand up, kind of saying, "Oh, thank you, Muffin, but I see how it is. No mouth to mouth, my sister, but not me. I got it."
Damn.
Oh,
As he's gonna bonus action.
mouth to mouth.
Actually, 2 questions. Because I don't
Yeah,
remember
salty.
you had this happen with a vampire spawn before, but I don't remember what we ruled on it. Can we go, like, for Drezel here, can he go like this? Or is that considered not movement he could go through? Because I know you did it before, I don't remember what we made the ruling on.
I know. I'm trying to remember what rolling because there are times I've done it, and there's times I've not. I'm trying to remember if.
It might have
I've
been one of
actually-
those cases where we did it and she said, I'll allow it, but the enemies can do it too then.
Well, no, the enemy was the one who did it first. The last
Okay.
time it happened.
Yeah.
That's why I was
So-
like, get it now.
It
I
was
was-
an athletics or acrobatics check.
Yeah,
That is what you came up with.
that's what I was gonna say. So yeah, I would say it would just be a contest.
So question then, for Drezel, because he can technically take the action to dodge and he can move without me ordering him to as a bonus action. Would that include the athletics check, or would I have to use my bonus?
It would be a free skill check. It would be can he move?
Cool. Okay, then I'm gonna have him move. You said it was in athletics or acrobatics?
Yes, like a grapple.
Gotcha, give me a second. Oh, it's the same. This gets a +2 because of Primal Beyond.
And that
That didn't roll. Okay, it rolled. 15?
they got a 2.
Okay. Well, he, first of all, action dodge, because he can do that without me telling him anything. So he's going to move here, which means these two will get an attack of opportunity.
All at disadvantage, at least.
Disadvantage, yes.
A 23 and a 13.
Oh my god.
Well, the 13 doesn't hit, but the 23 sure as hell does.
At least they're not vampires, they can't grab him.
I know. What's the damage?
What did it roll?
I don't know how to mark that down.
4.
4 damage. Okay, he's still up. He's also not bloodied yet. He will then move here for 10, which means these two will go.
18 and 17.
He should have moved here so he wouldn't have gotten attack of
will-
opportunity from that one.
Well, that's the question, Emily, because I made an athletics check. Can I go between them like that? I thought I couldn't without making another check.
You're
'Cause that's-
good, because so you went through here, but that's a body.
Yeah, I meant going this way. Would that be another...
It would be another check.
That's why I went this way for your thing. But
Fair
17 and 18 hit.
Yes. Okay, so that would be
Disadvantage, by the way?
take back that that last your hold on. Take back the last damage
Oh, okay.
that you just took, which was 4. I said
Yes,
4.
Yes.
So Sorry, with disadvantage, nat 1, 13. And then these other two got an 18 and a 13.
18 would hit, so only the one.
And the 18 actually got another 4 as well.
Hey.
So put it back.
Alright. And then that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And these two will get an attack of opportunity, but they will still have disadvantage because they wouldn't be flanking when they provoked.
10.
Nope.
12.
Nope. Okay. Drizzle, if you've ever
You
seen...
did it, boy.
If you've ever tried to catch a dog that really doesn't want to get caught and it's like trying to run out of the bathtub, that's what Drizzle's doing.
What's in your mouth, boy? What's in your mouth?
What's in your mouth? I am going to take a bonus action to drink a fucking potion of healing. Just a normal one. 6! That's more HP. Hey, technically, I'm not bloodied.
Technically, by 1.
because my max is down. Stood up for half, so I pat Muffin. As I drink this and kind of just chuck the bottle in the guy's direction, and I go, alright, we should probably leave. We gotta let people know what's going on down here. 5,
Right behind you.
10, 15.
It has the same energy as that John Mulaney skit where he said he took a 40 and he smashed it on her.
Yeah. It's everyone yelled scatter. And then I will action dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. No. Wait. I was here. 5, 10, 15. Dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 21. I'll have to take an attack of opportunity no matter which direction I go. So one of the cultists will get an attack of opportunity.
Okay, sorry. That's a 20.
Yeah, sure is.
You're gonna take a whopping 3 slashing damage.
The
Normally,
potion mattered?
yeah. I had 5, so I still would have been up even if I didn't take the potion, but it's pain. I'm back to bloodied. But that is me.
Alright.
Hi,
Demedicus'
vampire
turn.
buddy.
Don't do it, motherfucker.
He sees you trying to run. And you have Muffin in front of him. Enlarged. Had come over, saved the day.
Yep.
He's gonna look at you, Muffin, and he says, oh, you want to be a hero now?
Didn't want to originally, but gotta admit, it's feeling nice.
He is going to try and swing at you twice with his sword.
Okay.
11.
Miss.
24.
Hit.
14
Question.
slashing.
Question. I have a question.
Yes.
So for going beyond, right? It's normally an action. If I make the check, I can cast a spell. Good. Can I cast a reaction spell?
Yes.
If I fail? So could I try to do that for Silvery Barbs?
Sure. And because it's the
Sure.
first time we're doing this
Oh.
mechanic on stream.
It's
Second
not.
Second time.
No.
Take it down.
Is it the second
I
time?
did it.
We did it.
Yeah.
We did it during
I
the
don't-
4-session thing, and then we did it once after that.
I did it once.
some other time ago. It's happened before, but you
It
can
was
refresh.
against the body snatchers when last time I
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but for brevity's sake, why don't you reiterate the rules?
Oh, I gotta go pull it up now. Well, anyways, going beyond, if you are for spellcasters, if you're out of spells, you can try and make a check to cast spells, and there is a penalty if you fail. For marshals, if you miss with an attack, you can try and turn it into a success by overextending your body. And for druids, if you're out of wild shape, you can try and force yourself to wild shape.
Quick question, Mo.
What's up?
Did you full run, or are you here?
No, I didn't full run. I
Okay.
stood there for a reason.
Good.
I've calculated everything. So my charisma check, because I am a charisma caster. I think that is bad.
That is a fail.
Inspiration?
Alright, so the attack goes through.
Inspiration?
Can you inspire on a
Not with
beyond
these.
one limit?
Not
Yeah.
with the Beyond one's ability,
We can't use our
unfortunately.
DM inspiration on
Nope.
it beyond. Oof. Well,
Nope.
do you
Roll me a
get...
D4.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yep.
don't you get a debuff or some shit? I hope it's not a
Oh,
point of exhaustion.
It can be. If I roll a
It
4,
is,
I
I
get two. I get 2 levels of exhaustion if I roll a 4.
You get one.
Wait, you
I
get
thought it
one?
was no. I thought one was 2.
Oh no, it is
One
2.
of them-
Yep. So
Yeah,
Selena,
it's-
you gain 2 points of exhaustion.
Wow, this is gonna suck
How
for
much?
running, because that's movement speed and disadvantage on ability checks, right as we're about to do an
How
ability thing.
much
Or
damage
no, I
did I
got
take instead?
You took 14.
Thank you.
Are you still conscious?
I am
Thank
with
God.
3 HP.
Thank fucking God.
Don't worry, Zell. I got you.
Just
And
need
that's
you to
still
get
challenge.
over here to the door. Are all these guys
this
about to
could-
swarm fucking Bronson?
Some of them.
Put it away.
They're gonna try and go after Zelina.
Mm-hmm.
Does a 15 hit.
That is my armor class.
Alright, take 3 piercing.
Tis but a scratch.
And then
I
a
need-
12 doesn't hit.
Nope, but I need to make a concentration check for compulsion. Oh, compulsion's gone.
No,
That-
fucking
that's-
goddamn it! Use my inspiration. I need compulsion to not be gone.
Oh, okay. It's
Okay. This one's gonna attack the dog. 16?
Excuse you.
I mean,
I'll kill these.
yeah.
fuckers.
Alright, that's 6 piercing.
Let's see. Oof. Hang in there, Drezel. It's only gonna get worse
Actually, this one's gonna go this way.
before it gets better.
Bronson, 13?
Actually, shit. Was that with disadvantage?
That hits.
Yes,
my
that
AC
was.
is 11.
Alright, the 13 will hit, the 8 won't, but you'll take 5 piercing.
Did you say it was disadvantage on Drezel?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Halfway dead. 5 HP. Let's fucking go.
This
I
one's
mean-
gonna swing at you.
You'll just turn back into Brehik, it's fine.
Mhm.
A 7 doesn't hit, but does an 11.
It just hits me. Yes.
3 piercing.
Pins and needles. I'm fucking telling you. Okay.
A 6. And another 6.
I just need you to
This
just
one is compulsed.
dash this way.
Yes. Dash. Go on home.
Oh, they're technically dashing, so actually both of them would be at the end.
Oh, attack of... Wait, no, you're holding a reaction to dash. Never mind. I was gonna say attack of opportunity. No, don't do that.
Oh no, I didn't want to do that. Hold on. Boy. 7. So they failed. They're still compulsed.
hooray.
This one sees Van trying to flee. It's gonna go after him.
You stay the...
A 19.
Jesus Christ! You can roll lower than my AC, please. That hits.
3 slashing.
Emily,
Well,
I have
that
a
potion's
question.
entirely gone.
Because you said the line was here, correct?
Yes.
Okay, now, does that take into account that both Finn and I are large creatures.
Yeah, that's
and
fine.
We could technically. Okay.
You just have to get there.
Okay. Gotcha. I was gonna say we are fucked until next round.
They got 2. Finn.
Yes, I will. Action disengage. Go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 45, 40. Is this okay?
I'll count that simply because you're running.
Yeah.
What's your speed?
And
Otherwise,
then
40 feet.
my reaction would go.
otherwise we would be here for another turn.
No, yeah.
Okay,
And then your
can you-
reaction would go off.
Yep, I'm just gonna move this way so all of them can get their shit off. You know what? Yeah. So that's 1, 2, that's 4.
Got it.
My AC is 11, so just add up the damage that hits and give it to me raw.
Give it to you raw.
Give it to me raw.
Alright, all of them hit.
Okay.
Pull out my calculator real quick.
Yeah, whatever the damage is, it's -2. Because that's how much HP Bronson has left, and I will be
All right.
taking the full damage.
Brehik, you'll take 15 damage.
Okay,
Jesus.
so is that with the -2?
Yes.
Okay.
Break still up?
Brehik is, but he is bloody.
I think all of us are. Which, by the way, I should probably put bloody
Except
on
for
me.
Tess.
I'm not bloody.
Nope,
Oh,
you're just
Angelina.
exhausted.
See,
Yeah, just exhausted.
I wasn't bloodied till we came in here.
Look, this is the first time I've been hit since we've been down here, and I still have my temporary hit points. So,
I wish I still had my temporary hit points.
I'm just kidding, though. I love you.
Alright, so.
I love you. Say it back.
we're fighting.
Are we fighting or are we fucking?
No, we're fighting. We're in a fight right now, so we're fighting.
Xavier, not the time. We know Brehik wants it, but it's not right now.
That was Xavier. Brehik is a good noodle, okay?
You keep saying that. I
So
have
we
yet to
running?
see it. We're running.
So we running, Emily?
Yep. So you run, and you're going to enter a skill challenge. So
Book it out of the
to
fucking room.
describe it. So you start taking off down the hallway with this flood of cultists and fanatics running after you. And as you are running, trying to keep pace, you watch as some of them slowly start to fall behind,
Huh?
like suspiciously, far enough that you don't see them behind you. And as you're running down these very dark corridors, you start to hear a laugh echoing off the stone walls, and this red mist that was very prominent outside sort of gets thicker around your feet. And you hear the voice of Demedicus say, "Oh, we're making it a game now. I do enjoy a good game." And you hear the sounds of claws on stone, like a packed animal, running after you.
Cool. Oh boy.
A pact or a pack?
A pack.
Ah. Hey, you're not slow, Zelena,
Oh.
at least.
Okay.
You still got
Got the
Yeah,
disadvantage.
disadvantage on ability though.
Yup. This is what we need right now.
It's okay. I have full faith in our bard. Their literal job is being a skill monkey, so.
Fate is
Not this
something
bar.
kind. Yeah.
I am more of a con artist than a dance.
That's okay. I still have faith in you, Selena. We'll make it through.
Are we able to, this is just for my sake, are we able to, I don't know, drink a potion or anything while we're running?
This is just a skill check, unfortunately.
Gotcha.
You can spend a skill check to drink a potion, but you'll fail the skill check.
Gotcha. Oh, were you waiting on us to tell you what we want to do as the skill check? I didn't
No.
hear.
No. I was just
Okay.
checking.
Okay, I was like,
Yeah, Mike, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, I was like, she didn't say what we were doing yet.
No,
but
I
guess.
was looking something up real quick.
Yes.
So
Mm-hmm.
I want you to give me how this works. Obviously, is I give you a scenario and you tell me what skill you want to use. This scenario is that you are trying to just physically outrun this vampire.
Can we use
So you-
stealth?
If you do use an ability, it is an auto success.
I would like to use a key point to car or to do Step of the Wind. And double my movement.
Okay, that will be a success.
I would like to use a spell to Misty Step.
All right, that's a success.
Can I argue an animal handling having Drezel try to lead the way, because he moves faster than most of us, try to lead the way so we don't get stuck on like corridors and shit?
I'd let that. That sounds reasonable.
DM, could I fail my check
Oof.
to make someone else succeed?
Sadly, no. Not with this
Okay.
kind of thing.
So we have 2 passes, 1 failure. Does Drezel
Could-
need to roll a check, or is he just with me?
He's with you.
Okay.
DM,
Is this a group
It's-
situation
it's a
or an
group.
individual?
Yes.
Okay.
DM, this isn't a like something for me to pass or auto pass. Would I still be able to cast guidance on like Zelina? Because if I can, she's getting procced with guidance every single roll.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll let that. It's it's kind of hold on, because I did say like a potion.
Couldn't be.
That's
used.
true.
You know
Also,
what?
it's
I'll
also
see
not
how-
like the old guidance.
two-
Or the new guidance, I mean, where you just gets to stay for a minute as well. This is the old one.
Yeah. Only one usage. Did you pass, Van, or did you fail?
I failed, but we have 2 passes right now.
We have a 2 and a
Yeah,
1.
That's why I'm trying to just kind of gauge if I want to auto fail in order to.
Well, if you all fail, it's all going to be on Zelina.
Yeah.
Versus if you both try.
Well, fuck it. I assume that Zelina being exhausted would be
Disadvantage.
the slowest, or not the slowest, but slower than the group, like, you know, thematically. So, I said that stupidly. I'm gonna spend a wild shape to transform into a horse and pick her up, if she's cool with that.
Here's the thing, though. Large creatures
would
have
be
to
nice.
squeeze through the tunnels.
Be on the
I'm
next
doing
check.
it.
That'll be on the next check.
Okay, so that'd be an issue for the next check, but it would count as a pass
Yeah.
for this one? Okay.
Yeah. But it would give Bree Hick an auto success.
Okay, so we would be fine as long as Lena did that one, is what it means.
I ain't that wanted. Because you know what I'm doing?
Damn straight.
Uh-huh.
Going beyond so I can cast Distant Whispers on him to make him run away.
Can you beyond in the same session?
Also,
like,
can you
twice?
can you see him? I don't think we see him, we just hear him, right?
Oh, we did. Oh,
You
we
do-
just hear him?
You do just hear him. And the
Yeah,
answer,
for
yes,
now.
you can go more than you
Oh.
can go beyond as much as you want. Just know that it can be very detrimental to your character.
Oh, I know. Trust me.
Okay.
I know, I'm letting Dylan know.
I see. I've been planning stuff since last session. So,
Okay.
Hey,
Oh,
Mo in his mad genius
I have-
form.
yeah, I haven't. Oh, I have something else that could work. He just has to be able to hear me. And well, Depends. Can I ascertain like how close he is to us? Because this does have a certain range.
It's a little hard to tell
Is he
only because
within
of
30 feet of me?
no.
Yeah, I was gonna do suggestion like, hey, buddy, you know, you can
Hey.
run away.
Well, hold on. You know what? Because spells are auto success. If you're willing to spend a resource, sure.
Yeah, I'm going
Yeah,
beyond.
But they have to push beyond to do it. Which
Exactly.
Yeah.
means if they fail the beyond, they're going to get another exhaustion point and or a failure on the check.
Oh,
No, I don't
I
think
rolled
And
I rolled
failed.
2.
Well, we still
would-
passed as a group, but that's really bad for Selena.
Woo! A 2, baby. Let's go.
So one
okay.
exhaustion. So you're at 2 exhaustion
You
now.
gain and take some psychic.
Oh, and
Yeah.
psychic damage?
Mhm.
Yeah. You want to roll 3 or 4, which just gives you exhaustion. But a 1 and a 2, you take damage and you.
At least Selena hasn't been hurt yet.
Yeah, I only lost
We
some
got a
tem-
little bit of
temporary
health,
hit
yeah.
points. So Emily, do you want to roll the 2d6 or do you want me to
Well,
roll the 2d6?
I will roll the 2d6.
I was going to get out of wild shape next turn. I cannot now.
You're going to take 10 psychic damage.
Oh my goodness.
As you essentially get this very like dizzying headache, you feel your nose starting to bleed.
Yeah. I'm still not bloodied.
In your mind, you will.
And now you have 2 exhaustion.
In
Yeah.
your mind, you will hear. So stop that.
No.
As I'm sure I feel like the blood trickle down on me.
Oh, compulsion is gone.
Do the rest of us see Zelina doing this?
You're all running together.
I don't know if Fan would say something.
And y'all didn't hear my side of it. You guys just heard Zelina say no.
Yeah. If she does it
So-
again, Van's gonna say something, but at the moment...
Next challenge.
With the second challenge, going through these very tight corridors, buffing your check will be a disadvantage.
And Brehik, because he's on a horse? Or he
And
is a horse.
Brehik, yes.
As
you are trying
okay,
to-
I hate to ask, would Zelina's also because she has half movement now?
Well, she's on Brehik.
Would that
Okay,
also
okay.
cause disadvantage being Brehik, who's a horse in a tiny space?
Technically, no. I'm not going to be that like much of a dick.
Okay.
Okay.
And they already
I
have
guess since I'm
disadvantage, so it wouldn't
squeezing
matter.
through.
Well, what's
Since
the...
I'm squeezing through. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Go,
what's
go.
the check first? Like, or
Yeah,
what's
so-
the situation first?
Yes, so this situation is you're trying to backtrack or remember the way out from that maze that you had spent a lot of time running through.
Ooh. Question, Emily. I have a thing that might not be here after Act 1 is done and we switch to Act 4, but feature Wanderer for the Outlander. It says, I have excellent memory for maps and geography, and you can recall the general layout of terrain, settlements, and other features around you. Would that aid me in trying to find our way out?
You know what?
at all?
Because that is such a niche fucking thing. Here's what I will do.
Ooh,
Anyone
ooh.
who has a normal roll will get advantage, and disadvantage will be normal.
Awesome.
Nice.
Can I make
Fucking-
a survival check to find our way out?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
I don't know.
You can all do the same check. You don't need to.
I know, but that's boring.
Just
Alright,
do
that's
whatever
one
makes
pass.
sense to you. Also, hey Anna, it's National Throw Short People Day.
Leave me alone. What have I ever done to you?
DM, as we're running, can I try and perceive any sign of where we've been before?
Yes, you can.
Footsteps or anything like that? Okay, cool. Normal roll, let's go. 15?
15, that's a pass.
Whew.
What do I want to do?
Whatever you do, you have advantage.
I know. I guess can I use investigation to like feel along the way back out? I don't know how that.
Yeah, that works.
Okay, with advantage. Let's go. Please don't fuck this up. Please don't fuck this up.
Eh,
That is one fail.
No!
Oh,
Damn it!
that's rough. A 14 failed?
Mm-hmm.
got inspiration.
I do. Should we see how other people do though?
You know what? Yeah. Just hold on to it for a sec.
Yeah, that's what I'm not gonna use it, and then like everybody passes anyway.
What's you gonna do, Bree Selena?
Well, DM, I have like a really cool fucking thing in my head. Could I like smash through some like enemies that are coming up in front of us, or smash through a fucking wall that looks old and decrepit to make a entrance and use athletics?
Yeah. But you are a horse.
Yes, my horse athletics will go higher than my
Okay.
3-hit athletics. But I only have a +4, so let's hope it does good.
Hey, that's a success. I like the image of Van being like left, right, left, and Bria goes fucking straight, and then just totally
Question for these skill challenges. Let's just say, hypothetically, Zelina gets a nat 1. Then we have equal fails, successes. What does that mean?
You get rollies.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a high or low at that point.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, here's the dilemma. I could either try and go for an acrobatics, which I have a +4, or I could try and go beyond again, which will give me a +4.
No.
Please don't.
Well, you have a 3-for-1, so
I wanna note at this point,
Look.
going any more beyond is going to be actively detrimental to the group, though.
But it's my higher chance of succeeding though as well.
No, it's okay.
No.
I've got you.
You have
My
a
sweet
straight
baby
roll
boy.
right now.
I know, even
Wait.
Cinema Beyond would give me a straight roll with a higher chance.
Hold on, wait. Wait. I
And
forgot
it's just
about
you
something.
just now forgetting what pact you are, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh, do you have
I
the
don't
talisman or
affect you.
something?
Yes, she is.
Hold on.
So you
Son
can
of a
add a
bitch.
D4 or
Can't
something
even-
to it? You can, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
my goodness. I can't
alright, so
even
you have
hate
4
on
successes.
I can't even hate on you, Anna.
Here's the thing.
I
The thing is,
do-
it has never been useful before. And then I was like, wait,
You've never
I'm like,
used
run
it-
away.
This is
Oh,
the
no.
first time you've used it 31 sessions in, technically.
Yeah, because every other time I failed, I've never been that close. Like when I either passed or have not been close enough for it to matter, I believe. So I've never thought of it.
Dude, I can't hate on
I
you
got an
at all.
11.
Okay.
I forget.
So,
Alright. So that's 4 successes, 1 fail. But you managed to
Yay.
make your way through the very tight corridors, climbing up the stairs of the cathedral. As you are approaching the top of the stairs, the doors slam shut, like in your face. And you hear the sound of the door being barred and locked.
Muffin runs first, and in her enlarged state, she will athletics at advantage.
Can we
try and break
can we
down the
just
door?
go through a window?
You're still in the catacombs.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Wait, there was a door in the catacombs? Oh, I know what you mean. The other doors on the way up.
All right, advantage
Yeah.
athletics.
Does the squeezing affect this, Emily?
21.
No.
Do they still have
this
advantage
check.
from the last check? Because I have the geography thing.
Well, it's because they're large.
Oh, right, they get advantage for being large. Right.
Yes.
Never
So
mind.
that is a success, Muffin.
Yep.
As Muffin slams into a door. That's what's happening. Okay. Can I stealth from the door? No, I'm kidding.
Can I roll a perception while running right behind Muffin to, like, I don't know, try to dodge any incoming traps or some shit?
I mean,
Maybe
right
see
now
if
you're
that
at a
was
locked door. So how would you perceive, like, what about your perception would help with getting through a door?
I thought Muffin was knocking that door down.
Well, that's
Yeah, but
that's
this
what
is
we're all
this is
doing.
the check.
That's what we're all doing is getting the doors out of our way.
Okay. Then I will perceive what is behind the door, or if there are any traps or anything that we stepped on that caused it to lock.
Okay.
If you couldn't tell I was trying to bullshit, that's so hard.
That's 2.
23!
2 successes.
Fuck, I don't have either of the sets of tools to do what I want to fucking do. Shit.
I'm like,
I was like, I have proficiency in woodcarver's tools. Let me pull out a chisel and just get rid of the hinges. Oh wait, I don't have the tools on me. Fuck.
You didn't. You never bought the tools.
Never bought them because I was going to an actual workshop.
Why don't you just throw your cook utensils at it?
Because I don't want to break
Michael?
I don't want to break my good pan.
I
Valid. Mike, I had woodcarver tools. Well, actually, I do, but they're in the chest that's on the cart back at our base.
Yeah, I know. Wait, you have thieves tools, Anna?
Yeah, I have thieves tools on me.
I mean, I have proficiency in thieves tools if Emily would let me use that, but I'd have to take them from somebody. But I don't know if that's allowed during this.
I would let it if Zelina wanted to give them to you to use for your skill challenge.
I also have a set if you want to take them from me.
How many of you?
leave them.
How many of you have thieves tools right now? Hold on.
It's my background.
Yeah, it's only Finn and Zelina.
I thought
They're the only ones.
Tessera was saying she did.
well, I have proficiency as well.
Oh.
But do you have thieves tools on
I gotta
you?
actually buy thieves tools. Yeah, I would totally take some
I
from
have
Finn
to.
if Zelina wants to give them to
Yeah,
Tessera.
take them
Just
from me
picking
because
locks.
I've already done a thing.
Because I was actually gonna try and do thieves
You
tools.
can
Actually, you
If
know
you
what? You do the thieves tools. I'll do something else. I'm gonna do fucking acrobatics to drop kick the door. Like right at the hinges, or no, right at the door handle.
Quick question:
Yep,
and
that's
we have
what
more
you're gonna
skill challenge after this one, right?
No, this is the last
This
one.
is the last one.
Okay.
Alright, 9 is a fail.
Oh man.
My skinny boy, no.
I realized that I used to have proficiency in thieves tools, and then I didn't because I switched.
Now
out
again,
from
you can
wood
use your
carvers.
inspirations too.
No, I know. I'm just waiting to see what they roll.
Zelina passes.
Ah!
We're good.
So that's
then.
3 successes.
Yeah, we're good. 1 fail, 3 success. Anna, don't fuck it up.
Wow.
Anna does. We still pass. She just can't roll a 1.
That's what I mean.
So, I know, I could also use these tools, or I could try to use Arcana and be like, is there anything magical? Okay.
Yes, I imagine you grabbing your temples and going, guys, the door, it magically closed.
Fuck that dude.
Skill
No.
challenges.
I know. I will use these tools. It's fine.
You not
I
only...
mean, if I could, like persuade or like.
If I can persuade the door to open.
No,
You know,
we can
Hey,
eliminate
fine piece of oak.
the door.
door. Open it.
Yeah,
It swings open.
I please, like, open.
Wait,
I was
wait.
imagining Tessera like caressing the door like, hey handsome oak, you've been here long.
Oh, that's a nice
No.
grain you got there. It shows your age.
You guys are the worst.
Hey, I remember one time when I had a character that intimidated, what's the thing? It was hilarious.
I feel like you guys,
Yeah.
like, one of you picks the lock and one of you removes the hinges at this point.
I intimidated a fucking vortex black hole, okay?
What
Yeah.
happened?
As
That's what-
you are able to get the doors open, get to the other side. Now this is a bonus round.
Oh, God.
Oh.
You can flee now, or you can attempt to barricade the door back in place to prevent Demedicus from getting
Barricade.
out.
Can I
Barricade.
can I
Yeah.
can I persuade you,
Yes.
DM,
Hell yeah.
to set the church on fire.
Yeah, I was also gonna say, can we reduce it to rubble and or burn it?
Like, we can lock the door.
Lock his ass in there.
We can lock the door going down into the basement, but we could totally fucking.
So let
burn
me
the church
ask:
down.
you're wanting to burn the church and collapse it?
Potentially.
Yeah, fuck this church.
Well,
Oh,
wait.
okay.
We got to go back in there later to beat him up. So.
No, he's gonna get out. Come on. Like,
Yeah,
let's-
but if
let's
he
be
gets
honest,
out
by
and
the time
retreats
we
in
come
there, because he's a vampire, and if you remember, vampires turn into mist and they go back to the fucking coffins. If we can't get to his coffin, he's gonna come back.
True.
This is also
Can I
Mike
say
wanting to burn
barricade?
it the
Gonna
fuck
bring his
down, so just
coffin
barricade
with
it.
Just
Barricade.
Yeah.
Barricade.
Perception to find the sturdiest pews that'll fit in a Tetris formation.
Can I
Let me
use
ask you this.
athletics again to
Okay.
pick up stuff?
We can't use the same
2
skill
seconds.
again.
Damn.
Okay. In a row, one at a time.
Perception. To find
Go
the
ahead.
best pews. Like the sturdiest and the ones that'll fit in Tetris style over the entrance. Both entrances, because there's technically 2 entrances to the church, right?
Yeah.
Or, I mean, to the
This is for
basement.
both doors.
Did I-
This is for both doors.
Yeah.
Could I argue survival to try to see if there are any hidden entrances or anything and board those up?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I might not need to do this, so I will use my inspiration if I fucking have to.
All right, one
17.
success, one fail. Woo.
Hoorah!
Can I go next, I guess?
Yeah.
My
Can
typical
I...
makes me horny.
The fuck?
What?
You said "oorah." That word makes me horny.
Okay.
Can I use acrobatics to tie my rope up somewhere and sort of fasten it to the door so it's tight?
Yeah.
That's
Cool.
what she said.
God, Mike.
Don't know what to use.
12, damn it.
All right, that's 2 fails and 1 success.
I'm gonna use a fucking inspiration in a second. It's what's gonna happen.
It all comes down to you, and
I don't know what to use.
I know, I was so lost as well.
Push, pull, push, pull. Stealthily hide the pews in front of the door.
That doesn't tell me a +1. That doesn't help me.
I give you a potion of don't roll so shitty. You'll be fine.
Can I, like, I'm just gonna start bullshitting. Like, let me use magic stone to fling fucking rocks in there.
That was my perception check, bro.
What?
That was my perception check. No,
Do you want to use magic stone to pile stones on the doorway?
Will you let me do that?
Yeah.
What, is that an Arcana
Yes.
check?
It would be an honest. Well, are you using a spell slot?
It's a cantrip.
It's cantrip.
Oh, it's a cantrip? Then yeah, I would let that probably be like a magic check, like your charisma.
Or,
my- just
or
my-
Arcana, maybe?
Or
Oh, Arcana. I could argue Arcana.
my charisma's higher. Goddamn.
Oh.
then Arcana is is based on intelligence.
Yeah, I know.
Intelligence.
Charisma.
Can it be an
Or
intelligence
charisma
Arcana?
casters.
Can they use intelligence Arcana? Or a charisma
You
Arcana?
can
My
still,
bad.
you can make me your charisma
Arcana.
check.
Yeah, yeah.
A
I'm
charisma
gonna.
check?
Thank you. Please.
Alright, hey, I'm gonna use my inspiration, Emily.
Okay.
Fuck!
I'll use them. I'll try mine. I will try mine.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm having a bad fucking time with this last check specifically.
Thank you.
Hey!
Okay, 2-2.
I'm the only one with inspiration left now.
No, I got my inspiration.
Oh yeah, Gasolina.
Cheerleader's the only one left.
All right.
Oh, it's just me.
Yep.
So we're at 3-2 right now.
2-2.
2-2.
2-2. Who didn't go? Oh,
You.
no, me. Oh, that's right. I forgot. There's only 5.
What do you
I thought
mean?
You.
The sixth person we forgot.
Yeah.
Trestle.
You told me Drizzle didn't have to go. Don't you
Okay.
listen to me.
All right, Emily, I'm gonna try and bullshit this here, all right?
Okay.
Can I play my instrument to encourage everyone to work the greatest as they all can with the performance check?
You're the
I
foreman.
will say yes because it's a very Zelina thing.
And I have a +9. Like all my charisma.
Disadvantage, though. Disadvantage.
I know. That's why I'm like, hey, disadvantage with the performance check, because you know. Hey, dirty 20. There we go.
And you barricade the doors of the church before fleeing.
Muffin's going to look to Van. You have potions, right? Mind if I have one?
He kind of thinks, well, how about we get somewhere safe and take a short rest? I vote.
Yeah.
He says, I vote we get one of the boats on this side and sail it across to 10, and we take an hour out on the water. Nothing should be able to get to us there.
I was gonna say, I feel like we have to get to the Emperor.
Yeah.
Who is at 10?
He was at 10, so I'm like, let's go to 12, because I don't see a little, like a fight marker on it, and let's grab a boat, and let's sail it across to 10!
If
You didn't
we
know
did
all those people
not,
go.
if we didn't, oh, is that it real?
We don't know
No,
that.
it's joking.
We haven't gotten over there yet.
okay.
Yeah, we have no idea.
If we were to take the long way around, dashing the entire time, Miss Ma'am, how long would that take, as opposed to sailing?
Well, you wouldn't get a short rest if you ran.
I say I like the boat plan. I
Yeah.
like the boat plan.
I've thought that is like the one thing that I've been like, other than like, all right, these are the things I can do to get out of that room. I've been like, how do we get to the Emperor in our state? A boat.
Oh God.
Okay. Yep, I
Damn, we
like that
find a
plan.
boat.
We look for a
I
boat,
rode my
Emily.
happy ass on that boat.
Yeah, as Van is just like running out, he's like, I say we get a boat and we take it across to 10, but we go slowly so we can patch ourselves up before we get there.
Question, DM. How long has it been since we've been in the catacomb? Oh, since the arena. Is my thing done yet?
It
was-
is done.
Wait, it was 4 hours, right?
It
Yeah.
was 4 hours.
We went in there at 2 hours. Were we in there 2 hours?
Did you
I'm
go? I
sure
thought you
it'll
went
be
in
done.
later.
No, we had a short rest and then we had an hour bit of time between the Colosseum.
I mean,
and-
I'm
think
sure
it's-
after the short rest, it'll be done.
Yeah, I'm assuming
But the
after the
problem
boat
is-
it will be done, but
Can I fit on a boat with you guys?
Yeah, you can fit on a boat.
Okay.
I was just gonna get you a floaty. I was gonna make a makeshift floaty and just drag you behind with rope.
Don't worry. As
Fair
soon
enough.
as soon as we're able to get there, I'll take myself out of wild shape. So just so that Zelita isn't half movement the whole way there, and then so you can fit as much as possible.
Let's go.
Yeah.
We go on a boat.
Is there a boat? Please tell me there's a boat.
Alright, you're all making your way to 12, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
So we are like,
Well, I'm checking for Anna and Zelina too.
Yeah, that's where we're going. We're going to the boat.
Okay, I'm making sure. I'm getting consent from everyone. Alright, so you all head to 12. It is completely abandoned. Many of the boats are already taken, and you actually see a lot of citizens are just in the middle of the lake.
They're just treading
Like
water,
swimming?
or they're on
Okay.
boats.
No, on boats, like
Oh,
like,
thank God!
no,
I thought
like,
they were
literally
treading
that
water.
is what Bron and the Emperor have been doing, is shoveling citizens into running water.
No, I know. I thought the way you worded it, I thought they were out there treading water, and I'm like, what the fuck, guys?
We're going for a swim.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to jump in the water with no boats.
You do see a few boats, like a handful, that they had left behind for stragglers.
We go.
We are stragglers.
I straggle my ass over there to
How,
the boat.
How different?
We start getting it together.
I have a question, because I have proficiency in land vehicles. How different is the boat vehicle? The water
Very
thing.
difficult.
I have half proficiency in how to use the boat, so
As we get the boat and we just push off. I feel like we just start rowing. We're like, I don't even fucking know.
Melinda kind of knows. She's like, I think this like this and that. Hey, do that thing with the rope and the wheel thing.
Since I'm still enlarged, Muffin's taking the rows and just going with advantage athletics.
It's like a motorboat. You're rowing so
Yeah,
fast.
exactly.
The front comes up.
Oh no.
Yeah, you row your happy injured asses out to the middle of the lake, and you sit there and you take a moment as the city burns around you.
Why do you say it like that?
Alright. Then
But
after
we're
Van's like
on our way.
yeah, Van's looking back and looking forward, just like I really thought we had it in there.
We had to
Right.
try. We had to try. Something bad's gonna happen no matter what. But we had to try.
Yeah, no, we did. I did have to try. I just wished it would a little differently. As I pop open one of my pots, I put a little fire in it, and I'm gonna make
On the boat?
a little snack, so you all get an extra 1d8 to your hit die rolls
On a
Hey.
boat?
on a boat. I could put it in a pan. It's metal. It's fine.
GM, I have a question. The shit that reduced our health, does it go away after a short rest?
Long rest.
Long rest.
Yep.
Fuck me. Okay.
Yep.
I start to play a song.
Oh, then that.
So are we officially, Emily, are we short resting?
Yes, you can all click the short rest button.
Oh, thank God.
12 extra for me from both of those things, which actually puts me at max because of my
You know what? Then I will get rid of it.
my I'm gonna save Greater Restoration. It's fine.
I mean, or yeah, you could use the Charm Greater Restoration to remove your.
Yeah, but it's only down by 16, and I've got 20 right now, so I think it's okay.
No, I know. But I was talking
I'm
about the
only
other.
down by 4.
Yeah.
No.
I only have 2 hit dice left. Let's go.
Finn was the only one that had a rough. You also get a D8,
Oh,
a D8 and a D6. D8, D6 too.
Cool. Yep, don't worry.
Then Drizzle has 1d8 plus 2.
Instead of using my second hit die, then I'll die because I forgot you guys can do that. Oh, and a D8.
Six
Oh. A 1 on the D8 and the D6. Life was like, fuck you.
How
both.
much extra do I get, sorry?
Oh, that was a 1 on the D8 for me.
I get a D6 from Zelina.
And a D8 from me, because that's why I made a
Awesome.
snack. It's why I was making a snack. And one last D8.
20 HP, let's go.
Same with me and same with Drizzle. Well, wait, didn't you use a Greater Restoration to get rid of your thing?
Doesn't matter.
Or wait,
I was
no.
on free HP.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah,
I just thought
20
it was that's what your max
HP.
was at. Oh, my
I'm
God.
at max HP as well.
Well, we have enough HP to save the Emperor.
I definitely didn't put as much into con as I probably should have, so that's the problem.
Yeah, everybody thinks Con's a fucking dump stat for some reason.
No, my dad always like.
Or they prioritize other stats. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's always my third important stat for like every fucking character.
I will say, if anyone it doesn't matter a con for, would probably be a druid.
It's a moon druid, maybe.
Yeah, sorry, a moon druid. Moon.
Yeah, my con's 16.
Moon?
So,
Moon.
Mhm.
but funny enough, my intelligence is 12.
Damn.
My con's 14, and sadly, that's my highest stat.
My intelligence is
My
8.
second highest stat.
I was gonna say, I thought your charisma was higher. What?
No, my
Hold on.
charisma is now 20 because I upped it. Then my con and intelligence are both 14.
My intelligence is an
I
8.
didn't roll that great. I didn't roll
my
that.
Xavier's intelligence is an 8.
Hey.
Hey.
fine. But I also never lost any HP. So.
I feel like while we're doing this, Van cooks a meal. Like we're just tending to our wounds, just like. Hard to believe this all began with the day at the Colosseum.
Tess is very antsy.
It's like,
Laying
as
down-
you're saying that, you see the Colosseum in the distance, the smoke like rising around it.
laying down on the quarter deck of the ship, probably vegetating. Brihik would say, "This started at the docks a very long time ago."
I'd just like to know their plan other than killing everyone in the city and raising a vampire guy and a bunch of vampire spawn.
Finn sort of crouches down, like her knees to her chest. Not a great day as saviors of the realm, or protectors of the realm.
Well,
through
break.
well, every storm has its sunny days that follow, Finn.
And to be very fair, we were made protectors of the realm about 3 days ago. And then somebody who's been planning something for probably a long time decided that today was the day they wanted to do it.
Yeah, he will sit up at that, nodding, like he nods his head and says, "Yes, precisely. And no protectors of the realm would be needed if there wasn't troubles like this."
And unfortunately, we probably have to be gods to make sure nobody died at all. Even then, I don't know if it'd work.
I think I should bring this up because I looked at Brihik. I think you agree with me in this. It feels weird to even be considered a hero because that's not what I came out here to do.
Nods vigorously.
Well, look at it this way, Finn, I guess. People who are actually heroes, not the self-proclaimed heroes, not the fairy tale heroes, like actual what people would call heroes, never intend to do anything. They're just in the right place at the right time or the wrong place at the wrong time, and they do what they think is best. And most of the time, they wouldn't call themselves heroes either.
It's just... She looks, like, really serious, just... like, there's something weighing on her mind.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to write a chapter on me. That seems so, like, selfish. In my book, you know?
Well, you could get somebody
Finn.
else to write it.
Yep, I nod.
The author writing a whole page about themselves, that's really weird, in my eyes.
Don't worry, Finn.
Isn't that just an about the author page?
Oh, you're right.
I hold up my journal and like flip through a couple of pages and say, "Don't worry, I can take care of that part for you." Smiling.
Okay, guys, while I have you all here, I want to make a decree. When this whole mess is sorted, vacation? How are you all thinking?
Nods vigorously.
Well, I was hoping that the ball or whatever it was would still be on after this, just for the sake of...
Do you really think they'd have a ball after this?
We'll give it a week or two, but yes.
I have an idea.
It's part of the politics stuff.
Rich
I have an
people are
idea.
weird.
I holds up his hand at this point.
Yes,
I
Brihik?
have an idea. There are some of the most elegant and beautiful hot springs in Winebrook, or near Winebrook.
Well,
It's funny you say that as if that's not the first place you're going to go in Act 2.
Van would look at you and go, and following our current, what are we, 4-0 for every time we go to a new town, something bullshit happens? I thought you wanted a vacation.
Winebrook is very...
If you're about to say safe,
It's
so
quiet
was all the
and
other towns.
boring.
So was all the other towns.
Are we the problem?
He looks between the both of you guys and he says, "Look, I only know one desirable location, vacation location. I was just giving you my input, man."
Also, no, it's good to give your input, but secondly, we did just get a keep. We could totally that for
Vacations
like
are
a
meant
couple
to take
weeks.
you away from your housing.
We
Van.
just got the housing, so it's already a vacation. It's still new.
Van,
You're
alright.
assuming it's still standing after this.
With everything that's happened, I miss my parents, and if something were to happen to them, I would like to say I would like to see them one time if anything ever befell me. It is a slight selfish request, I will admit. If we don't have to go.
Well,
And
no,
no,
you're
sometimes.
perfectly fine going to see your parents. I'm saying we just get ourselves situated before we do that. That's
Oh,
all.
of course, I don't expect to leave right away. I would like to tend to my plants before we left.
We probably should hire somebody to tend to them, or
He
have
will
somebody
nod.
do a favor.
I think if Braun is staying within the city, even in general, he might know a good botanist.
You think he won't go with us?
No, I'm saying that he might know a good botanist because he's from the capital.
Well, my sister is a budding druid. If she's still in the city after this.
Oh, yes, that's right. She is learning, huh?
Yes.
Muffin's gonna scoot to Zelina. You're being pretty quiet there. You alright?
Well, someone has to sail this ship.
What do
Actually,
you think about everything?
I thought we were just sitting in the middle of the lake at the moment.
We are, but then she's still trying to sail the ship.
I love that so much. Try to familiarize yourself with everything.
Exactly. She's trying to learn what this thing does. Because at proficiency, she's like, man, I got to figure out how to get us back to dry land here in a minute.
Our impromptu captain, I've never been so proud.
She's always been our captain. How dare you?
Not a sea captain, Miss Ma'am.
Well, now she is.
Yeah,
So-
there's different ranks. Sorry.
What do you think about everything?
Well, like I said, we just became the heroes a couple days ago. Sometimes you have to, unfortunately, take things into consideration to where you can't really save everyone. And you have to learn to pick your battles. Because if you just go heads into every situation, you will be at a situation where you are not in control.
Yeah.
Whereas you might not have the right position to be at.
You know, now that we've got a chance to breathe, what is the plan going forward?
Well, probably to get to the Emperor. Kill anything that's over there. And hopefully make our way to the keep as long as nothing needs our immediate attention. They said the castle was under attack, but if the castle's going to be perfectly fine for another day, or at least 8 hours, then we could rest at the keep. The only issue is it looks at the sky. I don't think it's nighttime yet.
It's also that, look, we can probably see this because we're not from here, but a building can be rebuilt. The castle can fall. It's the emperor that matters.
Well, and his family and the people.
No. You know what I mean. Like
I
it's
know
the
what
people
you
that
mean.
matters, not the building. I don't know. I just.
Well,
This guy was strong.
I want to make it clear. I wasn't talking about trying to save the castle. I was more or less talking about getting the people who might be in danger in the castle and make it safe.
Yes.
I don't care about the castle. It's just a defensible location, and if they're fine for, like I said, 8 hours, then it's not an issue. Well, probably more than 8 hours, because, again, I don't think it's time to actually sleep yet.
So
This guy was strong. Like, worryingly so. I guess the idea is we're gonna regroup with maybe some friends, right? And then take it on again.
That's the plan. Also, maybe we could find somebody who might be able to get us some holy water, seeing as he is a fucking vampire.
We do know Maiden. She might be able to help us with that front, and if we are looking for allies, I might know a few.
Well, if we're looking also,
Swords.
that's a good point. Brehik is finding more allies. Ron held the dragon treasures because they are obviously against this individual. My brother, I don't think Maiden or the Archmage are in any position, but Garland would be great.
I just wanted to bring that up. This guy scares me how strong he is. Am I the only one worried about bringing in people we care about? What if they get hurt?
Well, they're gonna get
See,
hurt.
they're
if
already
they don't.
hurt.
Yeah.
He will kneel next to you, and say, "I have been thinking about that a lot, actually, but I also think about this. The more we try to face this head on to protect our friends, the worse our chances look with a threat at this level. He almost easily wiped out Van, and he could have done the same to any one of us had it been head on. And if he had forces like he had there, we would be overwhelmed, and eventually so would our loved ones, everyone we cared about. Evil like this does not stop, Finn. It does not rest. Sometimes... Sorry.
I guess the protectors of the realms don't really get to pick their battle, do they?
I will nod, slowly. Which brings up a good point. Brehik will stand up. For as short a gnome as he is, he will stand tall. And say,
That's not very tall.
So there's in the background, stop rocking the boat. I'm trying to figure this out.
He will stand as tall as he can. And he will look to everybody and say, that does bring up a good point. If we all fall, if I or one of you do, I want you all to know it has been a pleasure and an honor. I lost a family a long time ago. Finding you all, you saved me in more ways than you could know. I would do anything, including laying my life down for every single one of you.
Muffin nods.
Hopefully it doesn't have to come to that, but that's about at the point we are at.
Nod.
Okay, game plan. I'm gonna go find Garland as soon as we get the Emperor safe. Who's going where? I'm going to Garland. I imagine one of you would go to your brother.
Well,
Pudding, my brother. He's still in the city.
Also,
Yes, you've got your brother too.
I also want to note, probably should not split up at all.
I just worry about taking more time.
Oh, that's all we
I
got,
also
and it's
nod
all we
with
can
Finn.
do.
I
Unfortunately. If we can ask people if they've seen individuals or come across individuals, but other than that, if we just start walking around the city in our current state looking for people, we might just end up in a situation ourselves.
I have to agree with Finn on this one. When trying to steal a cookie from the cookie jar, it is easier to hide one than it is to hide 5.
Okay. What if, Van, what if we don't split up completely? I think you're right about if we're all alone, it'd be a lot tougher, but 3-2, I don't know. 3 go one way, 2 go the other way?
I think we should all stick together.
Unfortunately, we're kind of in a looks around at the burning city apocalypse situation. The only reason we've gotten as far as we had is because we're all together. If we get to the Emperor and we still want to go look for people, we can. At this point, I don't know what else we can do. We're running on fumes at this point. As he motions to Zelina, who's got 2 points of exhaustion and no spells. Me, who has like 1 hit die left and like 20 HP.
Either way, when we get to the Emperor, we need to look for people. We have to, because we have to find people to tackle this. If we do that together, that's fine. It's just, we can't just sit on our hands and do nothing.
Well, we wouldn't be sitting on our hands. If we rest and then go out and look for people, that's also perfectly something. At this point, most people are probably somewhere safe, if they're going to be somewhere safe.
My brother's profession is to not be seen and not be noticed. If I run into somebody that can help with his location, I would be very grateful, but I don't imagine the chances of that are great. I will not lie to you, Van. If it comes to it, I have to run and look for him. I do not want to impede any of your plans or anything else, but he looks him dead in the eyes and says, "He's my brother."
I'm aware, and I know what that means. Our name is La Familia, for fuck's sake. What I'm trying to tell you is, we can only do as much as we can do before we become casualties unnecessarily. That is the point I'm trying to make.
Brehik,
we want to run around and find people after we get the Emperor. We can. It might be a bit dicey. It might be dangerous. However, if we get to the Emperor and we end up all on a hair's breadth away from death for some reason, then we probably should find some place to rest. Going out any weaker than we are going out is going to be bad.
He will look at you as if that's why he's telling you exactly what he just said.
He just kind of shakes his head.
I agree with you completely, General. If we leave, okay, so if we go help the Emperor and we come out of it how we are right now, I want to look, but if we come out of it worse, then yes, we have to stay. That makes sense to me.
And for your knowledge, you're not the only one who has family members sitting out there that we're worried about.
I
as
know.
Absolutely.
Before, no, I'm just making a point here. We can only do so much. And we'll face the consequences when they come, to the best they may be. I'm not saying give people up for dead, but just, I'm letting you know this.
I am telling you because I do not know if I can promise to be still after the Emperor has been safe.
Are we nearing the port by now? I say we sort of figure out things when we get there at this point.
Not.
Well, we'd be there close. We'd be there close if y'all would stop rocking the boat.
I'm sorry, Captain.
So big.
All right. As you all start approaching the port, the Imperial Harbor.
It is no longer big.
I'm no longer big.
You're no longer big. We're gonna take a 5-minute.
Ooh.
Oh, goodness.
What was that sigh from everyone?
It has been a stressful fucking couple of sessions.
All right,
It
we'll
has
see
just
y'all
been
later.
nail biting.
Alright, we're back.
Hello, everybody.
All right. We are back in it. As you make your way to the Imperial Harbor, your ship coming in, not ship, I shouldn't call it a ship. It's a boat. It's literally like a small sailboat.
I'm the
It's a
great
ship to
captain of
us.
Walk-On. I'm doing the Captain Morgan pose. We're coming in.
Oh my god. You are riding into the harbor. Let me fixing up a thing real quick. Boop boop. Hold on. I'm sorry.
Is the I know we didn't beat the boss, but is the church checkmarked that we've been there at least?
Would you like me to?
Yes, for my happiness to be like we at least cleared out 5 places. Thank you.
Feel better?
We saved
Yeah.
Midens. We saved Midens, so we did something there.
We did 5 places at least, and that's all that matters.
Alright. You head to the Imperial Harbor. As you dock your boat,
Oh, Braun.
and you are able to file out, oh, forgot someone.
Me?
File out onto the dock.
Oh right, this guy.
You would all see now officially. Let me pull up his
That's
full
badass.
art. Mr. Theldrick Balrakis. This large, imposing gold dragonborn military marine time officer who seems to be having a conversation with the Emperor and Braun, both of which look in relatively okay health. I mean, Braun kind of looks a little more fucked up, but the Emperor and Theldrick look like they've, they took a few hits, but they don't look as bad as you guys. I mean, you guys look like you're walking out of like a war zone.
Well, we kind of are.
Seeing you, the immediate like relief on Braun's face, and the Emperor turning to you guys, and he gives you a very firm nod, like a greeting, but also there is respect and approval on his expression, seeing how you guys look coming in on the boat.
Muffin joins in on the hug with Brehik.
Oh.
Rick did run up to him and give him a big hug.
Van would say something to the Emperor along the lines of, well, sir, we've been outside the Colosseum, the GGC, the Mage Tower, and apparently we found out the church has been desecrated for quite a while as they summoned the vampire Demedicus there? Cardinal Vesper, whatever his name was. Turned out he was a traitor or was the vampire. Long story short, we barricaded him there after he kicked our fucking asses. But yeah, he's over there. He points towards the church. We need a minute.
He nods. You see him probably take like 15 seconds, like mentally taking in what you said, and he nods, and you watch him turn to Balrakis, and he says, "I'm taking the heroes, and we're gonna head back to the castle. Are you alright clearing out the rest of the harbor?" And Balrakis gives him a salute and kind of like a chuckle, like a very hearty, like belly laugh. And he says, no scale off my back. Everything will be cleared out before the morn.
Seeing this absolute unit of a fucking man, I will hold a hand out. Say, hello, sir. I don't think we've met before.
Oh, yeah, technically I've not actually met the heroes of the realm. And he shakes your hand, but his hand is massive, so he's like holding your hand between his thumb and pointer finger.
DM, may I insight Belrakis to see how he feels about us being the heroes of the realm?
Yeah, you can roll me insight.
Does he sort of when he says it, does he sort of twitch it at all? Damn, that's a 13.
You know what? Fuck it. I'll help you out, buddy. Or could I cast guidance on that? Sweet.
Yeah. Well, you can cast it on yourself if you want to make it. Yeah.
Oh well, fuck. Probably wouldn't need to, but that is a 22 total with the guidance.
Yeah. I mean, for Finn, he doesn't look like he's not necessarily upset about it. Maybe it's a little hard to read him only because the situation.
Yep.
For you, Brihik, he says it almost like it's a fact, like an indisputable fact of nope, yep, I haven't met the heroes. You are the heroes. That is what you are. Like, it is a title. It's no different than, addressing a gunny by their title. Like, they are what they are. Like, my opinion doesn't matter kind of energy.
Okay.
But not that he hates it, just more of, it's not something he doesn't really have an opinion on.
Straight up military man.
He is a Marine officer.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, adding this, Emperor, Maiden is alive, or was alive the last time we saw her. Apparently she had been nailed to the altar for a week or so. I'm hoping she made it to the Mage Tower, but we don't know. She left.
His expression gets a little sick when you say that.
Oh, and I guess I should note, not that it helps, no other survivors other than the cultists in the basement. However, they're probably being drained by Demedicus to regain strength.
If he's going to take his time regaining strength, we at least should have a bit to get our wits about us. I've had my men already clear out the castle grounds. We've secured a fortification, if you will.
Muffin drags Braun over so she can say something, because she's just latched onto him. Emperor, I just wanted to bring up something that's very important. Do you have any means to block out a charm? Because when we went to fight this vampire, he tried to do that to, and I point to Van, my general here.
He did. He didn't succeed.
He's rubbing his chin.
Also, holy water, if you have any of that at all.
We can debrief, I think, back at the castle. We have envoys from the Celestial Enclave who might be able to offer more information.
Which you happen to have known, and a look at Brihik and Finn. Have you seen A1 Garland come through here? Amari, or... What's your brother's name? Is it Bronwick?
Bronwick!
Yeah. Or Bronwick come through here?
Just don't utter that name to the Emperor.
I didn't say anything else. It's going... He gives you a look of I know I didn't say the part that was dangerous. God damn it.
It's like when you're talking to cops and you just instinctually oh, bad.
Because if they have seen Bronwick, then it's better that we ask him.
Yeah. Oh no, I Xavier agree with you. It's just it's instinct.
I don't know any of them by name. However, if there are any survivors, they would be at one of our strong points. I need to head back to the castle to get a full report from hold on, what's her name? Emily has to look it up. Hold on. He knows her name. From Grandmaster Stormwind and High Commander Starboard.
I'm gonna turn away, and can I subtly, I'll roll a check if I have to, message Van?
If you're trying to hide it, you can roll a sleight of hand.
Okay, I will roll a sleight of hand. It's not really, like, too big of a secret, but I figured I would get your input first.
Good, I got... Oh, there.
Okay. In your ear, Van, you'll just hear her whisper, "Do we bring up the traitor? Or is that not the time?"
He looks at the Emperor, looks back at Finn, and in your head, Finn, with the message back, "When we debrief at the castle."
She'll thumbs up.
Like, yes, we should tell him, but we should wait, like, maybe 20
Yeah,
minutes.
that's exactly why she wanted to bring it up. She was like, I don't know if this is the time.
Which begs me to ask, are all of you okay?
I do the
Looks at
iffy
Zelina.
hand.
Yeah, also looks back to Zelina.
We could maybe
Zelina's
take
fine.
one more
He's
fight
got
or
thumbs
so.
up.
Oh,
Oh god, he just comes over. Oh, shit.
actually,
Because everyone just looked at you!
you know what's interesting?
I'm just.
You can use Greater Restoration to get rid of your exhaust points, right?
Yes, you
I
can.
can get rid of. I can get rid of.
You can
one.
only get one of... Yeah, because it's 4 charges for...
Wow.
But you watch as the Emperor walks over to you, Zelina. And he'll say, are you okay?
I'm just peachy.
she
Roll
has
deception.
What was that in?
Roll a deception.
Oh no, she is peachy. She's got full health.
Yeah, I was just gonna say you've been a little bit slow and sluggish. That was it. But other than that, she's fine.
No, she's fine. She's not slow and sluggish.
Well,
She is
Bree Hicks,
in
that's
front.
what Bree Hicks sees, and he will call it as he sees it. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Seeing you're not bloodied, but you are definitely not at your top.
Oh no.
He will hold a hand out to you, and he will say, "May I?"
Very slowly, like just reach her hand out. She's like, I don't know what he's doing, but okay.
You will.
He can't
he
say
will
no
cast-
to the Emperor, you know.
He will cast Greater Restoration on you.
He just throws diamond dust in your
He is
face.
He is a cleric.
Oh my god.
Shit! No wonder he
No
could
wonder he's a
1v1 a
fucking
black
Emperor.
dragon.
Damn.
Well, whenever we can handle all these vampires spawns like just no problem. I'm like,
Greater Restoration gets rid of one, correct?
Bree
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, well then you'll be able to long rest and get rid of the other.
Bree Hicks thinks to himself, maybe I should have paid more attention in clerical school.
You're like, that shoe, just the dust being thrown in her face. Like, well, much appreciated, Emperor. To go ahead and fin with your thing about being encharmed, I mean, us elves have some standards against it, but I also can cast something on one person to make them immune to the charm ability. So that fixes that.
For
We
one
might be able to-
person. Yeah.
That might be up.
Sorry, that spell only works on one person. Okay, sorry,
I'm
Disney.
sorry. It's good. It is. I promise.
But just for that, I'm gonna get rid of the spell. I'm gonna get rid of the spell so we don't have
Oh, no, Selena.
to. That's not
We
the
will-
top. Oh,
We will debrief at the castle and come up with a plan. I'd like you guys to accompany us back, and then we'll brief in the war room.
I look to Bree Hick and then look at Van with a look of,
Yeah.
And your friends might already be there. We don't know. If they're not, we can send a search party out.
So if my Brother is not there. I will regretfully have to go and look for him. I've spent more time than I'm comfortable with not knowing. I will describe Braun as well, because he did say he doesn't know them by name. So,
Well, Braun's right
he'll,
behind
Braun Wick, dickhead.
you. It's your brother.
No, stop. You're throwing me off my train of thought. Shut up. I described Braun Wick with as much detail as I possibly can. Who else were we looking for?
I'm
Amari.
looking for Garland.
And
But,
Garland.
but he already knows what Garland looks like because he was the one that told us about the arena.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because he did say that he doesn't know a name. I just word vomit and start describing.
No, that's fine. It's not the Emperor's being like, I don't know who you're talking about. He's like, I haven't been back to the castle since the evacuations have started, so they might be there.
Okay.
Because he has both he has both Tiberius and Sildov out
Yeah.
on evac. So he's like, they could be out of the city, they could be in the boats, they could be in the castle.
Well, I hope
Yeah,
we
that
didn't
makes
pass
sense.
them on the fucking lake and just didn't look
We
over.
wouldn't know. No, they're not there.
Okay, good.
Are we
But he's-
walking to the castle? Oh, sorry.
No, yeah. He basically says, accompany him back. Let's see if your friends are there, and we can. He's like, I will help you come up with like a way to find them.
Muffin will nod. As we're walking, I'll sort of nudge Van. Do we tell Braun at least?
Wait, is Braun coming with us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure, give me a second. I also have a question for him. As I've got the hiccups.
I'm gonna try and wave Braun over.
Hey, buddy, hey, pal. I put like an arm around him.
Putting the checks out here because you now know they're cleared.
Does this mean we can get rid of the...
Yes, that's what
Source?
I'm done. Yeah.
So the only unknowns are our keep, unfortunately,
Here.
and this place.
This section of the city.
Random section of the city is under attack.
I'll put an arm around Braun as me and Muffin take him back.
Yep.
I imagine you do the thing, you put the arm and it kind of throws him off balance for like a second.
Yep.
I like to imagine like Van puts an arm around him and then winces from pain, and then Braun winces from pain.
We'll see. I'll say, hey, buddy, hey, pal. We've got a question for you and information. Which one do you want first? Motherfucker.
You're good
I
at
feel like
remembering both.
I know what the question's gonna be because I'm very curious about it as well.
Damn, Mike, your hiccups.
No, just say it, Emily. Go ahead. Say it.
I know, I have bad hiccups as well.
Do you want me to ask
You're
the
gonna,
question?
he says you're gonna give it to me both, so it's whichever
Okay,
one.
I didn't hear her say something because you both talked at the same time. He will say, so first of all, the X-nay on the princess say, did she get
Yep.
somewhere?
Yep, exactly.
She's at the castle. Once
Alright.
I handed her off to the High Commander, I joined the Emperor at the Tarbus.
Cool. Next question. Did you know that Alec, the Aarakocra friend, is a member of the Dragon Treasures and has actively been a spy within your ranks?
Muffin's gripping her fist when he
He
says it.
stops walking.
No, I know it's a shock. We ran into him. We found that out. He did help us kill a lot of vampire spawn, but yeah, that is a thing.
He resumes walking without another word. He's quite angry.
I just want you to know that I was stopped, but I was going to beat him.
Not even beat him up, just beat him.
Mm-hmm.
Like redheaded stepchild.
He's doing the thing where he knows if he talks, he'll say something he might regret.
To us? What do we do?
Not necessarily to you, but just as a moral thing.
I'm looking at Van with like a face of like, maybe we should have waited.
I mean, he shrugs.
Continue walking.
Takes you a little bit, but you eventually make it to the castle. You see two Ruby guards open the front gates for you as you file in. It is packed, wall to wall, with people.
I'm about to punch myself in the fucking sternum.
It is completely overrun. You see tents so basically, to look at the map, this part here, they sealed off. Like right here, is sealed off. So I want you to imagine this entire royal courtyard, wall to wall with refugees.
Oh, well, Van would be like, well, it's good to know that the nobility have a sense of responsibility, at least.
Van will be like, Hiccup.
I'll fucking kick you. I will walk to your fucking room and lower your chair while you're sitting in it. I'm trying, okay? I said what I said about the nobility. Move on, god damn it.
As you are walking through the courtyard, those with a perception of all of you, she did not roll high.
Hey, go on, Tess.
For the very first time, you would see the Empress.
Oh, damn.
Ooh.
Walking around with several of the conclave members handing out what appears to be preservables, like rations and blankets. But you would see her as the Emperor is making his way towards the castle. Assuming you are all keeping an eye out appropriately. Muffin.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't see any sign of Garland.
Mm-hmm.
At first.
Mm-hmm.
You would see him eventually. So that you would see, like, there's a small little pocket off to the side of Griffin Riders from the Order of the Silver Falcons, and you see him getting off one of the Griffins. Like, he might have been lending his aid to them.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna look at the group for permission to go to Garland. Like, she looks a little restless, just like, do I have permission to go to him?
Do you want to be there?
Zelina will nod.
Do you want to be there for the debrief first, and then go?
I just wanted to go see. I was worried. I'll be quick.
It just gives you the thumbs up.
She'll run off.
Oh, yeah, and you get the vibe too. The Emperor's not like, we gotta go. Like, he's like, hey, you're figuring it out. Like, he's, you know what I mean? Like, he's also getting information. So, the debrief isn't gonna happen, like, this second. But yeah, if you want to go run off to him, he would catch you as you're probably, like, running up. Immediate relief on his face as he will, like, open his arms for, like, a big hug.
Oh, yeah. She'll actually shiver a little.
Aw.
And she'll just say, just to him, that I was so scared.
Oh, it sounds like you did good, kid.
I didn't. Really didn't.
Hey, look at me.
Yeah.
I was scared too.
She looks actually genuinely shocked. What? But you're like... You.
Everyone gets scared. What makes you a hero is that you're able to do something despite being scared.
Muffin will look back at her group. I was terrified, but being with them, it was easy to overcome it.
That's how it should be. You've got a good family
Listen.
there.
Listen, we need you. And she'll hold her hand out. Are you with me?
Of course I am, kid. But right now, I'm trying to help with some of the evacuation orders. There's a lot of innocent people that I can help get out first.
Okay. When you can, please go to the Emperor. He will explain it all, but we need you. Evacuating people, it's important, it is, but there is something big going on. I don't think we could do it without you.
If the Emperor lets me lend my aid, I will. At the end of the day, we're in his country, and I've got to listen to his rules, even though I'm more of a, guest in this country.
She will give him a kiss on the cheek and just nod at him and run back to the group.
He looks proud of you as you run back.
Sorry.
Why do I just imagine the Nezuko run?
Little arms out.
Sorry. All good.
Don't have to apologize.
As if, on cue, you hear someone yell, "Hey, quick, open the gates!" And you see, from another section of, so it's, I didn't necessarily put it on the map, but you see how, like, this kind of goes off the map here?
Yeah.
So there is more city.
Yeah.
On that side.
Yeah.
You see another entrance being opened as people are sprinting in, a lot of them injured, some of them bloody, some of them carrying the dead. You hear the sound of them closing doors and vampires scraping at the walls, like Spawn.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I mean, they could just climb the walls.
You hear the sound of pot shots being taken from the battlements.
Oh, okay.
You can see from the sky, like, Griffin Riders swooping down. It is very well fortified, but it is still happening. Part of the group, you see maybe, like, 40 or 50 more people, like, swarming in. Amongst them, you would see two familiar faces. One of which is one you don't care for.
God damn it. You survived?
I don't want any of that.
He will survive until the end of this earth like a fucking cockroach.
It's great, because we're gonna reach the end of the game. He's gonna have helped us throughout the game, and we're gonna be like, you again!
And we're gonna end up loving him.
So we need to make a poll to see how long Thorn's gonna last.
Well,
How many sessions do you think Thorn's gonna live, guys?
in a campaign, in a fight, or in bed?
The better question.
All the above.
The better question, Mo, is gonna be who's gonna kill him, a player or an NPC first?
Or is he
That
gonna
is
just
true.
Wilhelm scream off screen? Just fall off something really
Christ.
tall.
He is holding up, supporting another face that you would recognize. Sort of like they dragged them in through the doors, like in the chaos of everything.
Oh boy. Alright, guess we're going over there now. Why the fuck did he have to save our sister? God damn it.
I mean, not even, I shouldn't, let me clarify too. Like, he's helping people in. Like, he is a part of helping getting people in. Your sister just happened to be one of them.
Gotcha.
Can I do, as I imagine Brehik's probably doing, can I help perceive if Bronwick is here?
You wouldn't see him in the crowd
I'm
coming
gonna
in.
Run up to Amari while they run up to Thorn.
That's what I
would
would
run up to Thorn.
Yeah. Looking at Amari.
I'll run with Van to Amari.
How fucked up is Amari?
She looks like she got a little roughed up, but she doesn't look bad. She, like, relatively no better off than some of the other citizens. Like,
Okay.
definitely got a few scratches on her.
Amari, are you alright? You don't look dead.
She, like, jumps, gives you a big hug, and just starts sobbing.
Oh, alright. It's alright.
And then you
It's
guys
like,
get tackle hugged by Zelina.
Oh my god, yeah, she literally is about to be like, oh my god, wait, where's the others? Sees Zelina, immediately hugs her, and then she's like, what about Archie? Where's Archie? Is Archie okay?
He's at the wizard tower. Last we checked, we cleared it out. Either he left to go somewhere else, or he's still there where it's safe. Fish.
Okay. She's like, okay, and she just continues crying.
Pat.
I'm checking to make sure she has no scratches or bruises.
But she's got some scratches and bruises.
I start to my best as I can to put them all boo-boos away.
You start trying to mend her.
Look, I pull out the first aid kit here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like when you know you're overprotective, like parents sees their child, scrape their knee, they have to go bring out the big giant first aid bag for it.
The Band-Aid. Just the big Band-Aid.
All the band-aids. Band-aids,
Like a mummy.
foreign. Yeah, just
But they're gonna run up to Thorn, who's gonna tell them, hopefully, information and not be a dick about it.
You know what? I'm actually going to be sticking with Tessera.
What's Tess doing?
Kat, I feel like the whole time had just been like antsy, and I feel like she's doing the thing where she's just kind of like pacing, but with her it's almost like her feet are like dragging, like she is just, and it's physically weighing her down to the point that her feet are dragging. And she is like.
Do you see your dad? The better dad?
Not the better dad.
Stepdad.
Muffin nods.
Wait, who's the better dad?
Lysander.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, yeah.
Did you see
I mean, she would be looking around.
Well,
Oh,
you do
the
know they
money
were
that
at the guild.
No, he wasn't.
No,
Not Lysander was, but your sister was.
Yeah, your sister was
Yeah.
at the guild that
Yeah.
was barricaded safely. We actually didn't know where Lysander went. That is
there
true.
was. Right.
He was helping with the evacuation at the Coliseum.
Yes, that's
Last
where we
you saw
last saw him. But we don't know if he's here now.
Right. Could be anywhere at this point.
So you're looking around, you're thinking about it. You don't see him, but it's on your mind.
Mm-hmm.
But Brehik, you run up to Thorn.
I do.
All right. He sees you. Roll an insight.
Oh boy. Okay. Can I guidance myself?
No, not for this.
Okay.
Because I'm asking you. Okay.
14.
It's Thorn. Damn, Dylan. It's Thorn. He's very nonplussed about a lot of things. you think you might have seen a hint of relief, but it's really like you could just be imagining it because you want it to be.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Sorry, I gave you too much.
I mean,
How dare someone
poison's
be
good.
dying around you, Dylan?
Hold on 1 second.
For context, Dylan lives near a
But-
hospital.
But so I see Thorn, and I like give him a nod. I say, "Thank the gods you're all right. Are you? Thank you also for your efforts looking at Amari. Where's Bronwick?"
They're safe.
Oh, okay. Where?
They skipped town.
Insight check.
Freaking yes. I will do that.
Actually, I don't know if I'm allowed to insight check, so you might have to do it.
Can I guidance that one?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Well, hell. 20, 24, 25, 26 total.
26. He's not lying, but you get this sense that he's not the most forthcoming with information. You know he's not lying about him being safe, and you know he's not lying about him skipping town.
Mm-hmm.
What about the other one?
Ivy?
Yeah.
Was she with
He
him as
said
well?
they.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he did say they skipped town.
Yeah, he will say, was Ivy the other one with him?
Yes.
This should be the safest place for you at the moment. Just stay here. Are there any other portions of the capital that need help? Need immediate help?
Nothing the gods can't handle.
I nod and I look back to everybody. I guess if there was ever an appropriate time to get some rest, now would be it. Unless we are wanting to return to the church.
Not today. Am I still consoling Amari, by the way?
She's still upset, but she's not sobbing anymore.
I'd say for now the best thing we can do is plan, find who's capable of helping us, and rest. Looks over it. Tessera, that's right. That's your name. And would say, "Did you find your pseudo dad?"
No, I didn't see him here, but he could, be a few other places.
Think he could be deeper in the castle? It's big.
Maybe. She's still looking very antsy.
Like the Emperor said, if nothing else, we can definitely send out people to look.
Well, actually, hold on a second. I will pat Amari. Are you good for a second? A little bit?
Oh, she nods.
I'm gonna go look for the Silver Falcon leader. I want to let them know that we saw some of their men and they fucking died.
You take a look around outside, you wouldn't see them.
Oh, is she in the war room then?
If you ask around, they'd say she's in the war room.
Alright, never mind then. I'll wait.
As you're all taking this moment, right, this small reprieve,
Yeah. Don't.
Zelina,
Yes.
you would feel a presence.
There's a disturbance in the force.
And you can't tell where it's coming from, but you feel like you're being watched.
I don't like it. So when it just starts turning her head like in every direction.
Roll me a perception.
But like,
Oh, damn.
If our parents are fucking here.
This is not the time.
Nah, it's either the good Fey Lord or the bad Fey Lord.
there's no Fey Lords here.
Archfey, whatever, you know.
Come on, yeah. Oh, not bad actually. With disadvantage, 19.
19. Okay. That beats their stealth.
It better not be Cyrus. If it's Cyrus, I'm going to punch him in the face.
Ma'am, I'm here to bring you home again.
Will you come home with me now?
Yes, I will. I'm joking.
You see past the battlements through one of the doors. Not, I guess not doors. That's it. Okay. What are they called? Hold on. There is a word for them.
A gate?
Are you talking about like the crossbarred gates that come down? Oh god!
I think it's literally called a rook.
Thinking of the name, and I can't fucking remember it's on the top.
I think it's called a rook.
Then we might not be thinking about the same thing. I don't know what you're thinking
Well,
about.
whatever it's called. Whatever it's called,
Hold on.
I see something.
I'm looking at I'm looking up anatomy of a castle here.
Oh my god.
No, it is a battlement. It is called a battlement. Okay.
Oh yeah, the fucking top battlement stuff. Yeah.
Yep. On the top of the battlement, you would see this individual watching your group.
Son of a
motherfucker.
bitch.
That son of a bitch!
Motherfucker.
Fuck you!
Does he notice that I see him?
Sultry eye contact.
He makes uncomfortable. He makes like prolonged eye contact with his one eye.
I do the cutthroat like across my just like you're dead. Because I don't like him.
Yeah, Bob, girl.
And at the same time, I'm casting message.
He gives you a smirk. Okay, what do you say?
I said, was this your doing, you fuck face? Because if it is, I'm going to beat that shit out of you.
Oh my god, I love it.
You can reply to this message.
Was this you're doing, you fuckface? You can reply to this message. It's like, low. Just you can reply to this message.
Leave a message after the beep. Boop, beep.
He will. How would he respond? He would say,
Eat my nuts, dick.
say. He would shrug, like very like half-heartedly, and you will see him toss a piece of a black opal into the air
Okay.
before catching it again.
Ah.
It was his doing.
And he says, what can I say? It was a fair trade.
We're doing our touch with it.
and he disappears off the battlements. Like he looks like he jumps over the edge.
I shoot him. I shoot him when he's jumping over. I don't give
With
a
what?
Oh,
with Eldritch Blast?
You try and pop shot him as he's jumping over the edge.
Yeah, 100%.
Roll to hit.
Low key, it does enough damage that when he takes the fall damage from jumping over the wall, he goes unconscious.
It might make him slip. You know what I'm saying?
So wait,
everyone,
you see,
you just see, you see like, razor roses like just leaves start picking up around Zelina. You just see her just shoot something out.
Immediately gets in battle stance.
That misses.
Holy shit, dude!
Fucking kidding.
The fuck is his
Are we
AC?
shocked? Are we shocked, really? Are we shocked? This guy was...
No, it means he has
my inspiration.
it means he has at least +2 plate armor. Is what it means.
He also has cover.
I don't care.
Fuck you.
Okay.
If only to Serify it.
Right.
There'd be more cover.
You
Damn
could
it.
have just plate armor and a shield.
Yeah, plate armor shield can give you a 20 AC. Well, he also could have defense. He could have defense as a fighting style, which would give him a 21.
Yeah, and fucking that 1/3 cover
But then boosted
or
up
half
to
cover. Yeah,
+23. So
it's possible.
yeah, so I missed. And you guys just hear Zelina say, "That fucking bitch, I'm gonna kill his fucking ass." I'm trying to be a hero. Trying to be a hero.
Which one was it?
Trying to be a hero. Oh, Mr. Eye Patch motherfucker, really? So let's deal with this problem first with the goddamn vampire lord. Then I'm gonna go after this dude, and I'm gonna beat the living crap out of him.
Oh, that's the plan. They keep fucking teleporting.
Oh, he didn't teleport. He just jumped over the edge.
Well, I know, but like that's how they keep getting around and keep leaving us. Did he say anything? Give you any sultry looks? Like what was up?
Oh, yes, it was his fault. All this happened because of him. He decided to trade something to get a fucking black, opal.
Again with the apples! God! God!
And so let's just go head off to where the war room is at, because she's at this point very pissed off. She wants to debrief, take a rest, and then solve this problem.
Oh, question. Did Maiden show up here, by the way?
You don't see her outside.
Alright, well...
She's probably in the war room, too.
Okay.
That or at the tower.
I'm gonna leave Amari not with Thorn, because fuck him. Actually, I don't know who to leave her with. Braun's coming with us. You know what, Amari, you gonna come with us.
Oh, if you, Amari will, she'll like start going, but then she's like, you know what, I'm not comfortable, and I'll be out here.
Well, I was gonna say if we found Celestial Conclave people on the way to hand her off, because she was technically a nun for
Oh yeah,
But
she'll be,
I
yeah, she'd
didn't
rather
know,
go and help.
I didn't know if they were here or if they were inside, like everybody seems to be.
Well, I said he saw some of the
Oh.
members of the conclave outside helping.
My bad. Then yeah.
Tessa's gonna make the comment. See, there's a lot I would do for a rock, but that is very extreme.
You know, what if your dad told you to?
He glares at
He
you
told you to do it before. Why would he not tell you now?
because he knows it's not something I would do.
Well, didn't he like threaten you or something for not doing something?
She's like,
Tell me I'm wrong right now.
well, it's
Son, this is really the
complicated,
time.
but alright, it's complicated, but it is part of our agreement that he's not gonna have me do anything that I wouldn't do.
You know that you have that in writing? Also, Brehik, now is perfectly the time. We went through a traumatic experience. We need a little bit of levity before we go back into the traumatic
The
experience.
war
okay?
room.
We're on our way. It's 2 miles that way.
Stop teasing Tess.
Teasing? I'm just making sure all our contracts are.
Let's get to the damn war room!
Like, I imagine this, like, back and forth is happening as you're speed walking like moms in a mall at 6 in the morning.
We're going to the war room. It takes a minute to walk there. Let me fucking make sure Tess has her contracts in.
God, you make it to the war room. You would have Braun with you.
Why do I feel more exhausted than when I fought the damn vampire?
What did you, Dylan, or freaking?
I said it as Muffin.
You didn't say that as Muffin. That was Dylan's voice.
Tighty, tighty, tighty. Why do I feel more tired?
Also in the war room,
Whoa.
you would see these 4 individuals.
If you want an honest answer, Muffin, it's because the adrenaline's wearing off. Hey! Well, that answered the questions on at least multiple of these people.
How's
sorry.
Maiden looking?
There's one more. Hold on. Where are they?
This is the fucking princess. I don't know if I can fit it on the screen. Shit! Oh, she came over here. Interesting.
How is Maiden looking, by the way?
Rough, but better.
Okay.
But you can assume that they called all of the heads of the factions.
Oh. Well, I guess everybody.
I'm looking at Van. I'm gonna look at Van and whisper, "Oh, this is not gonna be good when we mention you know who." When I look at High Commander Tiberius.
Oh, don't worry, I'll do it. It's fine.
I've got your back. I walk 10 steps backwards.
Yeah, you all enter the room. The Emperor sits at the front of the table. Everyone's in their seats. Lysander looks relieved as fuck to see all of you, but mostly Tess.
Well, fuck him.
He'll see us and see the test has 0 scratches. We're all beat to hell.
Mm-hmm.
And Tess is just like, "Oh, hi, everyone."
Completely fine.
Oh yeah,
like,
Tess, did you want to tell him we did run into his daughter?
yeah, like she would see Lysander, like she would do like this. She would be like nod to him, and she would just say, Inez was with some of the others barricaded inside the guild hall.
Good, I had a feeling.
Do they have chairs for us, DM? Because you said they were all sitting in chairs.
Probably
Or
not.
do
Yes.
we gotta stand
Oh,
for
There
it?
are chairs. There are all chairs for you.
I would have loved if they didn't. We just had to stand.
It changes the demeanor on how we might answer things if there's a chair or no chair.
I would definitely sit in a chair though.
As you are all sitting around this war table, the Emperor starts essentially leading. Hold on, let me just. I have too many. I have a lot of different little pages open. So looking at the Crouzyan map, right?
Oh yeah.
All of the check marks are secured, whether by you or by their forces.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So our
They
keep
point
is-
out-
Okay.
They point out some other various locations that they had secured. There are some that are still overrun and some that have still not been looked over. I am assuming, for brevity's sake, you guys give your report.
Yeah.
Now this is gonna be up to you guys, and I will let you guys talk above board as well for this. What information are you sharing, and what information are you keeping private?
Finn just looks at Van, just
I
with like a
mean-
oh.
Van would 100% let High Commander Tiberius and everyone know that fucking Alexei or Alex, whatever his fucking name was.
Alec.
Alec was a fucking traitor. And the information about Demedicus and Vesper Cardinal, outside of just what we did in general, I mean, I would let them know that while 3 of the fucking treasures would hear, they did help us fight and kill shit. I don't know if everybody else wants to keep that a secret. I'm open to conversation. I just didn't know.
Does Zelina bring up who you just saw?
Towards the end, because she also wants to get information on our keep, because she's kind of likes to keep. That was like priority 1. Like, so yeah, since secured everything, is our keep secured?
They would say that they haven't scoped out the area, but they can send people over.
Perfect. Also, it was the leader of the Dragon Treasure's fault. He traded something to get a black opal. That's why I shot at something. I missed him because he jumped over the edge.
You said Zelina the Dragon Treasures?
No, I said that man, the leader of the Dragon
Oh.
And to
Okay.
add to that, they knew of this, or their leader was making a deal, but according to the other Dragon Treasures, he doesn't actually tell them anything. And they did aid us in saving civilians and killing enemies.
They are not. None of them are happy with this kind of information. However, when you mention a leak,
Yeah.
or not a leak, sorry, Alec. You mentioned Alec. Tenebris doesn't look surprised.
Who?
Tiberius.
The commander
Oh,
of...
Sorry, Tiberius.
Yeah, I was like,
I love my life. I'm looking at so many names. I'm fucking my own NPCs up. Tiberius. Doesn't look surprised.
Is a double agent where he's actually
Neither does the Emperor.
like he's actually a Ruby Guard member, but infiltrated the Dragon.
Actually, I would look at that curiously.
And we had it backwards.
Yeah.
And we had it backwards.
They would look at him like, unless there's
You know what?
information.
I'm going to
we
do
need
something
to
that I
know.
haven't done. Hold on. I'm going to do something that I haven't gotten to use. I'm going to use my 1 free charge of Detect Thoughts.
yeah.
Ooh.
Basically, I get to read his surface thoughts. If I pry any further, he has to make a DC, and he knows that I'm in there.
Okay. And you're doing it to Tiberius?
I am, yes.
Alright.
He seems probably easier to read than the Emperor.
You would hear in his thoughts as he says, "So the reports were true then. That means he's not only a part of that group, but he's also a rebel. I should have disposed of him when I had the chance."
Seeing the others who look suspicious, I would give a nod to maybe to either, because Van and Muffin did both kind of like raise brows or made some sort of face, I assume.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, he made the
Yeah.
statement of like, unless that's not news. So yeah.
In your head, you would hear, "It appears they have been on to Alec for a while. He states that he is not only a dragon treasure, but a rebel as well."
If you were reading Muffin's thoughts, she's just going, "Should have killed him. Should have beat him up. Take him down."
You know what? I would like to flavor it. Then I was going to say that to Finn, but then I heard that and I turned to Van.
He kind of looks at the king and the... Because, no, that's good information. He is still gonna look at the king and the Tiberius to see if they're gonna be forthright with that information. And if not, then hey, that means something. I don't know what, but it means something.
We know something they don't want us to know.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that also means that we're not in the inner circle just yet. So it'd be,
They don't say anything right now.
Yeah, it's
Like, you don't-
understandable.
You get this feeling like they're like, this is not the time to really like go into all of that. But if anything, the Emperor seems pleased you said something.
Especially with as many bodies are in this war room.
Yeah, what else was there? I would look at... Can we look at Maiden and say, is there anything else that you were able to remember or figure out after you maybe got some water in you? Food?
That's the way to put it. Cardinal Vesper had joined us quite a few years ago. He's been an acolyte at the church for so long, we never suspected anything could have been wrong. We put him in charge of the Church of the Eternal here in Crouzyan to essentially reward him for his dedication to us. I'm afraid this oversight is a failure on my part.
Do you know how it would work? Because from what we saw, he had the vampire in him, or he was the vampire before he was brought
He was the
back?
vampire, I believe.
Then why did he need the ritual? And or what are they trying to do?
Demedicus is one of the lords of the hells.
Okay.
Fun.
He was chained there centuries ago by the Eternal. His last plight on humanity happened many generations ago. All the way back in the Principality of Berulia. After he was... Essentially, he was chained, imprisoned on his lair of the hells. Cardinal Vesper was his avatar, you could say, a connection that he had managed to form here on the material plane. That connection must have been festering under our noses the entire time. And somehow, someway, he got everything he needed to complete his ritual.
I would look at Zelina. Then that trade you mentioned that Victor did probably was the last piece they needed then, wasn't it?
Probably. Don't know what he traded, whether it be the city or whatever it was.
It could be the city. It could be the final piece he needed for his ritual for him to come back. My guess is he would have given him everything he would have needed to complete and come back, and wanted to get revenge on the Eternal.
So he was just killing everybody in the city because that's his revenge on the Eternal.
These are the Eternal's people. What better way to kill a god than to kill their followers?
And I did hear that it's one way to weaken a god, is get rid of the followers.
She nods. By clearing out all of these areas, even if he were to recover in the church, he's not going to be at his full strength. Even now, it would take him years upon years to even reach a molecule of his actual strength in the hells.
Here's a question. Killing him here, is that just going to send him back to hell, or is he actually going to die?
It would send him back to hell where he belongs.
Can we also...
Just give me 4 hours.
Yeah.
Just give me 4 hours. I'll put him back.
Can we also talk about why underneath the church is built the way it is?
The church was built years ago, back when the Crouzyan Empire was still at war with the Kingdom of Avendana. During its very first forming, before even the Emperor's lineage had stepped foot in the Empire. It was used as battlement. Essentially, when invasions would happen along the borders or within certain territories, it was this place for soldiers to retreat, and then if enemy soldiers were to invade, they would get turned around.
Yeah, it was very confusing to maneuver.
Especially,
It was meant to be. None of us use it anymore, except for storage and old furniture.
Well, that would explain
Well,
why.
that is.
Yeah. Are you gonna say right here?
No, it's fine. You good.
No, I was done. Okay.
Regardless, I think we will need to reclaim the church. That is a given. But that church is desecrated now. No holy light will shine on it as long as he is there.
Well, that's why I said give me 4 hours to rest, and I will go back down there and beat the living hell out of them.
Yeah, we're going back down there with you.
If he is even there by that time.
Oh, I guess there's only one way to find
Regardless,
out.
we are.
Whether he's there or not, I don't imagine him running around the city. Demedicus is vain, self-assured. If he's going to bait someone, he's going to want to do it in his lair. It's where his coffin would be. I can't imagine him straying far from
Muffin
it.
raises her arm, like her hand. I've read in books that certain powerful creatures sort of change the landscape where they are most powerful. Wouldn't he want to stay where he has the most control?
Exactly.
Perhaps he can do something to the, basement.
She nods.
Well, do you have holy water or anything?
We can make some. We can prepare a few vials for you to take.
Muffin will step forward. Can I make a recommendation? I have a friend named Garland. He's a very powerful fighter. I think it would be smart to bring him in on this. Any sort of, arm will help with this problem. And I'm looking at the group to sort of like, do you guys want to talk anyone else, maybe?
I throw a thumb
Like,
at Braun.
your-
Yeah.
Yeah, to Braun, you've got your brother
I
as
just need
well.
my spell slots. That's all I need.
You've got your brother as well. We've got Braun. We've got Break. You've got Bronwick. Maybe.
He doesn't have Braun, but Braun
Braunwick's out of
skip
the city.
Skip City.
Yeah.
Or don't you guys want to ask about Archie?
It's possible. If he's gonna have 30 fucking cultists in there, I would like a fireball.
I mean, look, if we take a rest, I said I'll have my spell slots, which can negate him from aiding you guys, and that can definitely turn the tide of battle.
Do
And
they
potentially
say anything
I can
though?
get someone not to be charmed.
Yeah, that's going to be important. Do they say anything about my request though?
Are you
Well,
talking about to Zelina or?
No, to them.
Okay.
the Emperor kind of clears his throat. I don't see why Garland can't aid you. However, we do need bodies to continue to aid in the city. I would recommend. And then as he says that, the doors slam open.
God damn it.
Oops.
It's most likely going to be Archie.
No, it's gonna
Or
be
Margaret.
it's gonna be
Thorn.
No, the treasures.
Like, I'm here to
It's
help.
gonna be the
The
treasures.
treasures?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's
And
most likely gonna
A
be
familiar face to one of you walks in.
Oh,
that. Not the treasures.
it's not the treasures.
So one
It's
of
not the
them.
brother. Yeah.
Hold on,
Flanked
yeah, hold on. There's
by-
one person we know.
Technically, it's 3 people.
But they're
Hold
only
on, let
familiar to one of us?
Well, hold on. So 2 of them are familiar. All right.
Uh-huh.
You see Ivy.
Oh,
And
what the hell? What the hell? We were just talking about them. God damn
They
it.
left, they left town,
And
they came back.
leading them
Oh,
is this
hell no.
individual.
Oh no, they're new!
What?
They're new!
What is this?
Elder Willowshade, who we've heard so much about.
Yep. I walk up to Braun and give him a hug.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm looking at Brew here. How is he reacting?
Yeah, he just he doesn't really walk. He more briskly like speed walks and gives him the biggest hug.
I'm gonna go up to Ivy and be like, "Oh, glad you're alright."
Because when you have laser focus, you only notice the thing, right?
Oh no, yeah, he gives you a hug.
And looking over, I will see Elder Willowshade, and I will kind of take a step back and respectfully nod, or more so bow, say, Elder Willowshade.
Can
Pretty heck. Been a while.
It has.
Emperor, I might humbly request an audience with you. Actually, it's not. This isn't a request. It's a demand.
Oh boy.
Can I lean over to Tessera and go, I thought they'd be taller. Like, just kind of quietly.
I feel like he tries not to laugh and then goes, "You're not funny."
The Emperor looks pissed. He looks at them like, one, he knows exactly who the fuck these people are. He also does not look happy that they stormed into his war room.
No.
And he stands up, kind of like hands on the table, and he looks like he's about to tell them to get out. And Elder Willowshade does the mansplaining thing where he puts a hand out to the Emperor.
Oh my god.
This dude got cojones.
He just flopped
And he
his
says-
dick on the table and said, "Listen here, young man." Holy shit.
He puts his hand out to the Emperor and says, "Before you start chastising us barging in here, you are under attack by a siege of undead. I have an army of druids ready to carpet bomb your entire city. Pretty sure we can make arrangements." And the Emperor...
He looks down, but you could, if you his friends who are on this side of the table with him, can look, he has a very shit-eating grin as he's staring at the floor.
The Emperor, through gritted teeth, goes, "If you're thinking of holding my city, my country, hostage, you eco-terrorists," and he's like, whoa, that's a strong word to use, terrorists. All we do is for the good of the Empire, which, says something about you now, doesn't it? But I think we can put all differences aside, your royal you.
Can we stop this dick measuring contest? We've got vampires to deal with.
Exactly. Thank you, Muffin. See,
I don't know you.
Finn, it's okay.
Is it?
It is.
here's what I suggest. You need to get your heroes to the church. Those streets are going to be swarmed by tomorrow morning. You let my druids handle the forefront, you keep your people focused on the evacuation. I give them a straight line directly to their boss. Less casualties. And in exchange, me and you can talk about some form of payment.
Ay.
He's fucking swindling the Empire, bro.
I mean, not really. He is
That's
No,
that
he's
is
100%.
He's
He's
a swindler.
100% swindling. Because his
not at all.
exchange
These
for payment,
mercenaries-
he's not doing it as a mercenary.
That's exactly how he's acting right now, is as a mercenary. You need help. I have guns. Pay or hire us.
We're not.
That's how mercenary work works.
It's weird how Xavier was the only one defending him.
No,
It's
listen.
weird, don't you?
I've
This
dealt
is
with
me,
these people
Xavier.
before
This
as
isn't even
well.
every hick.
This is me. I've dealt with these people before. When he says in exchange for payment, he's not talking about actual money. He's talking about, hey, stop some of your lumber mills. Hey, stop doing certain things with the
Yeah.
environment. That is what he wants in
That's
exchange.
still a
That doesn't
form of
make
payment.
him a mercenary. That makes him
That
negotiationally-
literally is a form of payment for a mercenary.
No,
Um,
that is not.
He
Literally
starts. He starts going on, and the Emperor says, "I'd be inclined to ask what you're looking for, if the price is too high." And he's like, "Oh, it's nothing that you couldn't have done on your own free will, I promise you. Just a few forests I like to put under national protection." And the Emperor, narrows his eyes. And with a very big sigh, this Emperor's kind of like, you know what? This is not a dick measuring contest. You see him, he's the one that kind of pulls back.
Can I hold a hand up to the Emperor real quick? Before we actually make a decision, not that I'm saying don't make the decision, do have a question. Mr. Elder Willowshade, I don't think we've ever formally met, but I do know of you. How long, let's see, were you waiting to step in to make this offer? Because I know you guys were already in the city before. The question was why? Did you know this was going to happen? Is this a convenience? Getting a bunch of druids capable of casting those spells at the drop of a hat isn't something that can be done immediately.
You're a very perceptive individual. I can promise you this was never premeditative, and we are not working with the enemy. My cell leader, Bronwick, was kind enough to inform me of the issues that were arising in the city. Through a series of transportation methods at my disposal, I was able to get here swiftly
Can I insight?
to lend my aid.
Okay.
Can this guy transport via trees?
If he can do the transportation via plants that lets you teleport just to any plant on the fucking thing, no, he could have done it. It's just more of again,
I think
this
he's
is very
mature,
oddly
so-
specific. Or convenient, I should say. I don't know what I rolled.
He's not lying.
19.
You got 19. If anything, it's more of he capitalized.
No, he would
On the
100% he would 100% capitalize, but I just wanted to make sure it wasn't a
He could have stayed out of it, but he's like, you know what? Hey, maybe. And you know what? I'll even give you this. You get the feeling that maybe he's doing this because someone is a hero of the realm who is trying to do something
This is for breathing.
that he might know
Huh.
and is maybe using this opportunity to aid an old ally.
Interesting. I will
Still with the shit-eating grin.
I will look back at the Emperor and just kind of shrug.
We will discuss your payment post-meeting. I don't appreciate you and your gang barging in here, so if you would please excuse us. And you would see Willowshade does a bow, and he kind of turns. He'll pat Brehik on the shoulder, and the three of them will leave to let you finish your meeting.
Can
He
I
will
at
give
least?
a nod to him as he.
Oops, sorry.
Look, what were you saying, Brehik?
He will give a nod to him, respectfully.
Yeah, he gives you that look of like, we'll talk, right? Like,
Oh,
he's very curious
Oh,
to kind of
God.
talk to you.
oh God.
I would like to just give Ivy Pride like a nod of like you good kind of like all the shit going on.
She gives you a hesitant nod. She looks very tired. She'll give you a flash of like a smile as well, as if to be like, yep, see, totally fine. Yeah. And as the Verdant Syndicate takes their leave, the Emperor kind of sighs, and you see Tiberius like slams his fist on the table and says, "You're gonna let those eco-terrorists strong-arm you." And now the Emperor kind of puts a hand up and he says, "Now is not the time to be picky." He says, "Now is not the time to pick and choose. They are offering help, and as long as the payment is something within the Empire's reach, I don't see why we can't take all of the men we can get." You see, some of the room agrees, some of the room isn't happy about it, some seem neutral.
No, we need all the help we can get to get rid of all these vampires. But boy, howdy, did he capitalize on that situation. It's why Van has a strenuous relationship with the fucking Verdant Syndicate.
Emily, I have a question.
Yes.
From us walking around the city of all this time, how long would it take for us to get from the castle all the way down to the bottom to fight, Demedicus? How long would that take us?
Probably, to travel the whole city, probably like an hour and a half.
It would take less because I have a feature that I never used called City Secrets, where we can travel to any location in the city twice as fast as our speed would normally allow.
So yeah, it'd be like less than an hour, 45 minutes.
Okay. I'm just playing things.
But the Emperor will say, take some time to fully rest. We will set up a chamber for you. Unfortunately, you will all have to share to accommodate. Get your rest, get your bearings. I don't see why Garland, Mira can't join you in your battle tomorrow. Unfortunately, I would prefer for Braun to stay here and guard my daughter and wife.
I hold a hand up.
Yes.
Just a quick question. Are we under the assumption that he's the big bad, Demedicus, and if we took him out, this would all stop? Are we under that assumption?
He nods and he looks to Yvonne, who will say, he is currently maintaining the spell that's covering the sun of the city. If we can eliminate him, it will release the sun and it will burn all of the vampire spawn in retrospect.
So wouldn't you want to kill him quicker? I look to the group to be like, am I wrong?
Well, you still have to maintain a defense to the ones that are up here.
That's true.
There's still going to be vampire spawning cultists all over the city. Other people have to deal with them while we are at least dealing with the problem.
And even if Demedicus is killed, the cultist will still persist as a problem. I understand where you're coming from, Muffin. It's a good thought. Like I said, I don't see why we can't spare Garland if he's willing to go with you. I would prefer to at least keep one of my more capable soldiers here in the palace. And you will notice, as he says that, Tiberius gets a little bit of a tick when he says that.
Ha! He's better than you.
God damn.
But he doesn't say anything, but you
I
kind of
would
see
like-
the little bit of the eye twitch.
I would like to. Passive insight is 15. Do I pick up on like he's like, okay, so what the fuck does that make me, bitch?
Roll me a history.
Okay, my history not good.
You briefly recall a news article way back.
Oh yes, because I read the news often.
You do. You like the
That is a
newspaper.
canon thing. Yeah,
Canon thing.
it is.
Of a Ruby guard joining the guard who wasn't originally a part of the Empire, and they were, from Principality of Kimnia.
Mm-hmm.
I know that.
No, sorry, not Principality. Sorry, Patriarchy. And you recall how there was a lot of people who were like, oh my god, how dare they're not a real Crozian, they shouldn't have been in the guard.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You might get the feeling he might be on that spectrum, but you don't know. It's a 10, so you're like, he could be.
Understood.
Can I ask Yvonne a question?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is Archie available, or is he currently predisposed?
Archie is currently defending the Mage's Tower. We have several scholars working on solutions for the city, as well as rejuvenating a lot of the magic that was drained.
Okay, no, alright. Nothing we can do about that.
Could we perhaps borrow 5, clerics, low-level clerics, to cast a spell when we go into the church?
Oh god.
That way it saves me spell slots. Just saying. Protection from good and evil only lasts 10 minutes, and it's a concentration.
Mike Mouth said a thing, but Van wouldn't say a thing. I was about to be like, are there even
No, he
any
would.
clerics left?
Well, or wizards, because it's on the wizard spell.
But Van wouldn't fucking say that.
Like the old
We
version.
will spare who we can.
Oh, that's fine, because technically, myself and Tess can cast the spell, but in order to put it on multiple of us, we need more casting, and we can only cast it once because it's concentration.
Whew. Well, I think.
And the Emperor kind of... Yeah, he takes a sigh, says, alright, it sounds like we have a game plan. I will discuss the details with Willow Shade shortly, but please get some rest. And he says this looking at you like, please, get your rest. We're gonna need you.
In the chair, I just put my feet up in the chair and start to meditate. Because I just need a trance. It's like, alright, here we go.
Muffin will exit the room.
No.
Actually, you know what? She will go over to the Emperor.
I was gonna say, the Emperor does need the room, so he kind of gives Lena a look, like, please.
Well, you said go to sleep, so I went to sleep on the spot, so she'll get up and walk out and go to whatever room they're given.
Yeah, they will show you to a room where all of you can stay.
Mm-hmm.
Muffin will go to the Emperor and sort of whisper a question.
Yeah.
Excuse me. If it's okay, would I be allowed to check on the princess?
Damn, I was just gonna go look for her.
She's not available right now.
Okay.
But she is safe, I assure you.
Doesn't mean she ain't gonna sneak out and walk around.
See, you asked, so you didn't get permission. I was just gonna go.
Yeah, Muffin will go to wherever room they're assigned then.
Mm-hmm. As we're leaving, though, Tess would pass by Lysander and just say, like, be safe.
He gives you this. He gives you a nod, but he also gives you the look of like you're the one in the thick of this. You be safe.
He's like, what kind of Uno reverse?
I do want to put out the joke, Zelina.
What's up?
As soon as you open the door to the bedroom you're supposed to be in, the princess is already there.
That's what I mean.
Hey!
Yeah.
I had a feeling. Because, like, I know she's not going to be contained anywhere in this castle, especially when she heard we're back. Just opens it. I'm like, oh, well, hello, how are you?
Immediately, she runs over, gives you a hug.
Okay.
You okay? You're alive. You're all alive. You all made it back?
Yes, the rest of the group is on their way. They should be here
Okay.
within the next, like, 5 to 10 minutes.
Good, okay.
I mean, I assume they
Then I
all
would've-
showed us the room, right?
No, yeah. You also, like, I'm assuming you're all filing in, like,
Just to
You
just
know.
to look at the room before we split up.
but Muffin gets a hug. Like, every single one of you gets a hug.
She'll like say like, "I'm glad you're okay," or whatever. I was like, with no sake of trying to die. God, it was tough.
I wanna... Oh, yes.
No, it was a stupid joke. Don't worry.
She's just like, I hope this isn't rude. I want to hear everything.
Can you give us 5 minutes? Just sit down.
I explained it all as I'm already.
Yeah, she like sits on the edge of the bed, like trying to be patient, but it's like when a toddler tries to wake their parent in the morning for Christmas, and your parents like give me 10 more minutes, so you have to sit there awkwardly for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm gonna start just washing all the fucking blood off. God damn. I feel like we all
But-
add our 2 cents into what the fuck happened.
Yeah.
Well, you're safe. That's what matters.
Mhm.
Okay.
So, did they find out about your little escapades?
I'm grounded for...
Ah!
I almost made the iCarly joke. I was gonna be like, Fort Hill College.
No, that's what I thought you were gonna say, Loki.
She's like, I am grounded on house arrest for the foreseeable future.
Aren't you like an adult?
Yes, but technically it's... Yes, but there are certain limitations within the palace. We have a complicated family dynamic.
You could tell me that again.
Yep.
Well, if you ever want to sneak out, just let me or Muffin know. We can definitely sneak you out.
She
Finger
nods
guns.
like, yeah. She nods like, yes.
What, you don't think me, Bree, Hick, or Tessera could sneak her out?
I couldn't know.
Oh, that's a
Mhm.
defeatist attitude. Alright, Tessera.
Well, her father is the emperor. I am a citizen. If he said no, he kind of like shrugs.
That's why I didn't want you to do.
You would be participating in treason.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you,
Too
princess.
bad I'm not a
Also, respectfully,
citizen.
hello, princess.
Too bad I'm not
That's
a
exactly why I
citizen.
said it was to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. That's why I said I definitely couldn't do it.
Zelina, Muffin, and Van are not citizens, technically.
Yep. I nod like, hey, that's a loophole. I support it. If I turn my back, I am not a part of treason.
If I'm being honest, I don't even know if I'm a citizen of anywhere. I like lived in Delia, but I wasn't like, you know.
Yeah, but
If you were
weren't
talking
born here.
legally, you are a citizen of Rexubia.
Yeah, that place.
Here's
There.
the real question. If we're the protectors of the realm, do we automatically get citizenship against our
Yes.
wishes? So are
Yeah.
we all technically citizens?
You
Technically?
would technically have dual citizenship, yes, Van.
Well, that was Mike asking
I'm
if
just-
a fan would look at you like,
No.
is that how it works? I
Oh,
didn't
that means-
sign any
well,
papers.
Yeah,
We're from a different plane.
yes, but yeah, if you are protectors of the realm, technically you would be considered citizens of this continent. Though you could still travel, you would have dual citizenship.
But it's all right. Don't worry about it, Princess. We'll get you out.
Yeah.
I know ways around it. So it's all right.
Well, I am tired. If more talk about treason is going to be on, then I will. And Brehik will fake fall asleep with the whole.
Actually, I had a question for you, Briak.
He opens his eye.
Does your nose squeak when
One
I
eye.
squish it?
You
I
fucking
wanted-
better not. I'll turn into a bear.
I wanted to ask, God, okay, I'm sorry. This is actually, like, sort of fucked up.
Pudding.
Okay.
Oh, pudding.
I may have gotten Braun to tell. Look, I know.
You didn't sleep with Bronwick, did you?
What? Wait, what?
Oh, nothing. Ha, sorry. Continue,
I
please.
feel like we all look at Briak.
Yeah, no.
It was a genuine question. He was like, "Oh God, no, not another one."
Maybe you should let the princess finish, Brehik.
Like Bronwick finished.
You know what? I'm good. It's not. I'll ask another
No.
day.
No, please. Sorry.
Come on, we're probably dead tomorrow. It's the time to ask.
I nod.
Wow. Okay,
There's-
guys. Keep up that
There's
attitude,
something-
please.
There's something that you have that I want to look at that you're not supposed to have.
He clutches at his
Oh,
torso.
you're right.
He,
Oh, you're
hold on,
right, Bron.
He clutches at his torso.
Oh, wait. Do you mean?
Sorry. What are you talking about?
I completely forgot Bron knew that you had that.
Wait,
I just-
had what?
I want to see.
Painting of the dragon.
Oh, I
I just-
thought you was talking about something completely
You
different.
thought she was
Yeah.
talking about your dick, didn't you?
No, no. Sorry, princess. Please answer.
I need you to message me what you thought that was because I have no idea.
I have no idea what you thought it
Oh.
was either.
It was his spray-on tan abs.
His wig?
Oh.
They're not spray on.
Why?
Definitely
Why
real.
would you? I thought that's what you were referencing, but I'm like, why
Yeah,
would she
well, he was
fucking care
close.
about that?
That's because that's a scary topic for him.
No, she's like, I want to see him once. The dragon that killed my sister.
Oh,
They've erased him from all the history books in the city. I want
I-
to see him once.
I would hold up like a hand and look left and look right and say,
I locked the door.
"Give me." Well, it's not on me. If you remember, I hid it in the cart.
Yeah.
He will say,
no.
I can retrieve it. Just give me a little while, okay? Maybe
How
like
about,
an hour tops.
if it's at your cart, we haven't finished clearing out that section yet. It's not.
He
Just-
smiles
how about this?
devilishly. He's like, "Don't worry, princess. I haven't been alone this entire time. Me by myself, it would not be a problem." And he smiles. For the first time, kind of like mischievously. You guys probably haven't seen a smile like that on Brehik before.
This was the last we ever saw of Briak.
Look, well, how about this? Promise me that you'll make it out alive tomorrow, and
Aww.
then you can show it to me when you get back, and you save the day.
He looks a little disappointed, but he's like, "Okay, that works."
If these vampires fuck up my cart that I spent money on, I'm going supernova and killing them twice over.
What's worse to you, Captain? Losing the cart or the
What is
key?
it?
You know what? I will
No.
kill two birds in one stone. Brehik closes the door.
The keep we got for free. The cart I spent money on,
He
okay?
closes the door. I
Brehik
thought
leaves the
door-
room.
I thought, oh, he left the room.
Yep.
So Lena goes to a corner and starts the trains.
Muffin, because is it... Okay, I know the sky is weird, but just remembering time, is it nighttime by now?
I get in what regard?
Does it feel like it would be nighttime? Like it would be...
Is it
Guys,
late time yet?
It's like late afternoon. Not late afternoon,
Okay.
like evening. You know what I mean? Like early evening.
Miss Emily,
Muffin's
so that
just gonna go for a walk.
Miss Emily, so that it saves you some of your DM power and me the ability or the necessity to make a roll. I would wild shape into something small, like a rat or a mouse. Make my way to the cart and then come back easily.
Be
If
a
that's
skill
okay.
challenge. That would be a whole thing.
Like I said, we never saw Brehik again.
Would you be okay with me making it on the side for next session? That way we didn't have to go into like a whole thing with everybody waiting on me.
Yes, that'll be okay.
Okay.
But it sounds like, aside from Briek's little escapade, is everyone bedding down for a long rest?
Yeah.
Nope.
I know, Muffin, you're walking around the compound.
I mean, I'm at least gonna do my 4 hours, but I was going to try to talk to the princess a little more. It doesn't have to be.
We can do more roleplay too. It's not, I'm not trying to cut you off of roleplay either. But how about this? You're all going to go off and do your own devices for a little bit before your long rest, and then after your long rest, you're gonna head off to Demedicus. But we're gonna end it here for the night.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right?
We live another day!
We didn't die
Yippee.
when we were in the thick of it.
A little
Alright.
worrying when I got down to 3.
It got a little scary there, yeah. But Dylan, you want to sign us out?
Thank you guys so much for watching. Very exciting sessions. A lot of talking, but very important talks, and some interesting new characters showing up. Please join us next week for possibly the finale of this little encounter.
We gotta have the
Thank you all so
ball.
much for watching.
We need to have the ball.
Make sure you get your votes in for who might die next week.
Check out the merch! It's new!
Alright. Thank you all again for watching Chronicles of the Grand Nation Silent War. I hope we all had a good night tonight. We will see you next Monday. Take care, drink water, look after yourselves. We'll see you soon.
Bye-bye!